I just was stuck with rider's cramp and.
Oh yeah, I like being surprised with it.
Oh, I'm just saying, like, don't get your hopes up.
Testing from Belmead, Texas at La Vega High School. Radio test audio 1 2 3. Radio test audio 1 2 3. YouTube broadcast streaming live from Belmead, Texas. This is the CF Supply pregame show.
I didn't look at his. Let me go look. Hang on.
We are currently.
I bet you it's not the freshman 5'8", 220.
Don't know. Oh, there it is. We are currently 9 minutes, apparently, for. Well, I guess it is a 7:30 kickoff, because if it's a 7 o'clock kickoff. Testing 1 2 3, streaming to the radio station 101.3, as well on YouTube tonight. We have Lorena versus La Vega. Lorena coming off 2 big wins against West and then last week against Trinity Heritage. Lorena looking to improve to 4-1 on the young season. No, 3-1 on the young season. Watching.
Hello and welcome into the Willie Williams Athletic Complex, Willie Williams Stadium here on the campus of La Vega High School up here in Belmead, Texas for tonight's big matchup between the Lorena Leopards and the Vega Pirates. Hello everyone, welcome in. I'm Jared Brown. Alongside me is the guy that's needing to talk to you about your car's extended warranty, Billy Rutherford. Billy, really important game tonight for both teams. La Vega coming off of a couple of losses. Lorena looking to extend their winning streak to 3 in a row. So really two teams kind of going in different directions tonight. Somebody's going to get a big win before district play starts.
Yeah, absolutely. This is the final tune-up game before district. Both teams are hoping to hit on all cylinders heading into district play. Lorena coming off a really big dominant win. La Vega obviously came on a short end of their last week's game, but it is homecoming here in Belmead. There's going to be a big crowd. The atmosphere should be good, so I expect the Pirates to come out ready to go.
I want to take a look back for just a minute to last week's homecoming win for the Leopards against Trinity Leadership. Kind of a dominant performance all around. Offense scoring early and often. Defense with a shutout late into the fourth quarter.
Yeah, I mean, I would say probably the most dominant performance that we've seen this year from Lorena. I mean, from the get-go, they just took control of the game on both up front. As soon as Coach DeLeon made a great adjustment early on, switching to like a zone look, it really rendered the Trinity Leadership offense almost mute. So dominant performance in all three phases. There were some things obviously they can clean up that we'll discuss in keys of the game. But overall, you come away from that game with a lot of confidence.
Right, and I think one of the most important things is you saw every player on the Lorena roster get into the game. Saw some fresh faces that really shined under the Friday night lights. We saw Landon Strelski come in at running back and have a really good game. And then two guys on defense, Landon Harris and Braden Salters, both with huge performances that may not show up a lot on the stat sheet, but I think later on in the year really showed defensive coordinator Paul DeLeon that he's got some depth when he needs it.
Yeah, absolutely. I think that's probably my main takeaway from really week 2 and week 3 from Lorena is just the depth. Week 2, Lorena was banged up a little bit. You had a lot of young faces seeing their first time. Last week it really shined, and I think if you're Coach KJ or DeLeon or PV House, you have to feel really, really good about the depth you have. And that lends really well going into district play because football is a collision sport, so you're going to have injuries.
Unfortunately, it wasn't necessarily a perfect game, and I think we still saw some penalties that are still plaguing the Leopards. And obviously, not necessarily the effort penalties are okay because you want your guys to play with effort, but we saw some pre-snap penalties, also some personal fouls after the whistle, and so it's something that they really need to correct tonight.
Yeah, I mean that's probably the biggest challenge when you have a excited group like Lorena has this year. It's a hungry group coming off the state championship. They felt like they left a lot on the table last year, getting bounced out of the playoffs a little earlier than they wanted. So it's a really enthusiastic group, but part of that is also controlling that passion, playing within the whistles, and just cleaning up the mental errors like the procedure, the holding penalties. Generally, those are fatigue-type penalties, so cleaning those up. It's a cooler night. We're in our 80s, so it's actually better football weather. I have a belief that that's going to cut down quite a bit.
Awesome. Well, the Leopards have made the trek up I-35 for this big road matchup with the Pirates. When we come back, we'll take a look at tonight's matchup with La Vega, talk to Lorena head coach Kevin Johnson, and also have our Flavor on 35 keys to the game. You're listening and watching to the Syntex Pawn broadcast of Lorena Leopard football.
Now more than ever, our schools must be welcoming and engaging, safe and secure. For nearly 40 years, True North Consulting Group has been helping school districts across the U.S. develop effective technology infrastructure, campus safety, and media-rich classroom systems. Our name, True North, says it all, and as we like to say, we didn't invent consulting, we just made it personal. True North is a friend to public education and a proud supporter of our Lorena Leopards. Today is a great day to celebrate the Leopard Way.
Are you ready to elevate your IT game, Central Texas? Look no further than Bastion IT Solutions, your trusted local IT experts. At Bastion, we're your go-to resource for small business IT needs. Whether it's hardware and software support, robust security, or streamlining your network, we've got you covered. Reach out today for a free consultation and let's give your business IT the boost it deserves. Bastion IT Solutions, your local IT partner. Visit our website at itbastion.com. That's Bastion IT Solutions, the Central Texas IT experts you can trust.
When storms damage your roof, there's only one place to call, and it's Montgomery Construction and Roofing. MCR offers detailed bids for affordable quality roof repair and replacement. Schedule your free inspection and make sure your damage is repaired right the first time. Our claim specialist can help walk you through filing an insurance claim for wind and hail, too.
Say goodbye to damaged roofs and yes to Montgomery Construction and Roofing. We roof Texas, and we are here to serve you.
Welcome back into Willie Williams Stadium here on the campus of La Vega High School. This is the Syntex Pawn broadcast of Lorena Leopard football. You're watching the La Vega Marching Band perform their marching show. Of course, this is homecoming tonight here at La Vega High School, so the Pirates Marching Band doing their performance now as they will have their homecoming celebration at halftime. So, Billy, when we look at tonight's game, the Pirates have lost 2 straight, so they're looking to right the ship. Losses to Conley and Midlothian, each by 8 points, have really kind of had this team down.
Yeah, it's an athletic group. This is a highly skilled team. This is your vintage La Vega team, extremely athletic. They have a lot of talent at the skill positions. I think when you lose games that close, there's a tendency of here we go again if things go bad. So I think it's actually important for Lorena to start fast, plant that doubt in La Vega's head. This is going to be a long night.
Well, and Coach Don Hyde even mentioned that penalties and miscues, especially in the kicking game, had kind of cost them dearly. But when we look at their offensively, we look at their backfield, it's really dynamic with the running back Bryson Rowland and then transfer from Midway quarterback Jabalani Thornton. They really provide a solid 1-2 punch.
Yeah, I mean, Thornton had 250 total yards against Conley. Rowland had 278 yards rushing in the last 2 games. So definitely a lot of productivity out of that backfield. And it's really, Lorena this year has really shined up front defensively. They're going to be tested tonight against that talented La Vega backfield.
Yeah, and this is kind of one of those things where this rivalry between Lorena and La Vega has been going on for a long time. I think we talked about before the broadcast that you even played against La Vega all 4 years that you were in high school. So this is really a solid matchup. I know that that both coaches, new coach Kevin Johnson, who's been in the area for a long time, and La Vega head coach Don Hyde love playing each other because you know the quality of your opponent is going to help your team really solidify what you need to know about yourself going into district play. So we kind of talked about games. These games are often close and won by the grittiest team.
Yeah, I mean, these are hyper-physical games. I mean, I've played in these. No matter what the records are, these games are always kind of a phone booth game, and that just basically means it's going to be played in the box. Whoever wins up front generally comes out the victor. Also, Jared, you brought this up earlier. Penalties make a big deal in the games like this because when you have a one-possession game, a penalty can completely change the complexion. So definitely going to be one of our keys as well later.
Finally, I wanted to take a minute. We did talk about this. So we wanted to mention a man by the name of Bill Taverner. So if you've heard the name Taverner, is the father of Lorena defensive end and tight end Seth Taverner, also very special to this La Vega community as he worked in the technology department for I believe almost 5 years. He started in 2019. And one of the things that I talked about with some of the La Vega folks this week, they loved Bill Taverner. He passed away unexpectedly back in May, and so a huge loss to both of these communities. So both teams really feeling the sting of his loss as he was such a leader in both communities.
Yeah, I mean, and that's kind of my thoughts on it is, Bill was universally loved by both communities. And it's just another thing that kind of bonds these two communities, right? Obviously, they compete in most sports, and generally rivalries, but it's a special tone to this game. There's definitely connections on both sidelines. Obviously, Seth's having a fantastic year this year. We expect him to be disruptive, but just an overall, a great vibe around the program. And Bill is sorely missed, but his memory lives today.
Yeah, and I know that that tonight there have been multiple fundraisers for Bill and his family. So you'll see people in the stands wearing both red and blue T-shirts celebrating him. Many fundraisers. I know Crystal Radke's got a fundraiser to help them with some home repairs that they desperately need, and so that's certainly all around social media. So feel free to find that and help if you can. And just really, it's a both teams are going to find a way to honor Bill Taverner tonight.
Absolutely, and that's just the way it should be. Like I said, Bill's memory lives on. It's going to live on here in this field today. And if anyone's watching at home would care to contribute, I encourage you to do so.
Yeah. Well, it was homecoming last week in Lorena. It's homecoming this week tonight in La Vega, so I definitely think we're in for a great game. When we come back, we'll talk to Lorena head coach Kevin Johnson and also get our Flavor on 35 keys to the game. You're watching and listening to the Syntex Pawn broadcast of Lorena Leopard football.
1990 Lorena graduate and multi-year football letterman Grant Neal, owner of Pioneer Pest Control, proudly supports Lorena athletics. Pioneer Pest Control has serviced the community and surrounding area since 2015. Pioneer Pest Control is proud to be your go-to partner for all your pest control needs. Call us at 254-421-8606 today for a free estimate. Once a Leopard, always a Leopard. Go Big Red.
H&M Landscape and Sprinkler is your one-stop shop for turning your dream vision for the environment outside of your home or business into a reality. From laying sod and installing sprinklers to the finer beautifying touches and year-round maintenance, H&M Landscape and Sprinkler can do it all. Whether you are looking to sell your home, attract more customers, or beautify your home to enjoy with family and friends, H&M Landscape and Sprinkler has the skill and expertise to get the job done just the way you want. Visit them online at hmlandscapeandsprinkler.com or call 254-732-6818. That's H&M Landscape and Sprinkler.
Coach Kevin Johnson. Coach, a big win on homecoming last Friday, a 50-6 victory over the Trinity Leadership Tigers. Just kind of get your thoughts on that game.
Well, it's a good game. Obviously, the kids played well, did a good job. The nice thing was we were able to get a bunch of kids in the game. Some of that by necessity just because of some of the injuries and illness we've had over the last week or two. But it was good to get some of those other kids in the game and see what they could do with some live reps like that. So that was a good part of it.
Yeah, and I think we've talked about the importance of getting those kids in early, or at least getting some of those kids reps, because when you get into district play, you're going to need to rely on all the kids in the program.
Yes, and it's we've had a lot of young kids step up, and they've gotten a lot of playing time thus far. And when we were able to go out there and get some more playing time with them, or even working some of those other kids in that may not get quite as much playing time, but they were able to go out there and get some reps doing that, it worked out well. And then the other thing is we were able to at least move out of it healthy, take some of those other guys and kind of rest them up a little bit, which was probably much needed at this point in time right now.
And sometimes with playing a lot of the younger kids, it seemed like one of the things that was still kind of maybe plaguing you a little bit were just some penalties a little bit. It seemed like you, even all the way down to the final whistle, you were still coaching the kids up, trying to keep them from playing football and committing some mistakes, but still had some of those penalties in the game. Well,
you got to play smart. We have been on the unfortunately, we've had more penalties in all 3 weeks than the other teams have had. The Giant Spring game was close in penalty comparison. We were about double that against West. And then, some of the penalties we had the other night, you can't control every penalty. We want our kids to play hard the entire time, but there are some foolish things that they do. We just be a little bit smarter with what we're doing. And obviously the thing we're emphasizing is you start getting into really close ball games with really good teams, penalties will hurt you. The yardage you get in penalties, there's a lot of hidden yardage in penalties that people don't see. It could kill a drive, it could flip field position, it could do a lot of different things for you there. So we just got to be a lot more disciplined, on that standpoint, and that's something we're talking to them about constantly. And, we just expect our kids to play hard the entire game. So as long as there's a few ticks on that clock, then we're going to play hard and do what we're supposed to do out there during that time.
Good. Well, certainly going to have to play hard against the upcoming opponent this week, the Vega Pirates. We'll certainly talk about that game ahead when we come back. You're listening to the Bastion IT Solutions pregame coaches show with Lorena head coach Kevin Johnson. We'll be right back after this.
Did you know that your dream home could be just one call away? At BAM Builders, we believe that you deserve your ideal home. That's why we rely on quality, experience, and transparency to give you exactly that. Since 2015, we have been utilizing the highest quality materials and the most professional team to ensure exceptional construction of your custom home. So, give us a call at 254-716-9987 or visit our website, builtbybam.com. Your dream home awaits at BAM Builders. Some of the best breakfast and lunch is now just 5 minutes away from Leopard Field. Flavor on 35 has a new restaurant in the Lorena Plaza by Jack and Jill's Donuts. Enjoy a multitude of items from breakfast burritos and tacos to elotes and hot sandwiches. Come visit the mastermind Brandon Thompson and the rest of the crew as they are open Tuesday through Sunday for breakfast and lunch. Enjoy the best food in Lorena at Flavor on 35. Available for pickup, dine-in, or delivery. Order online at flavoron35.com.
Okay, welcome back into the Bastion IT Solutions pregame coaches show. Chatting with Leopards head coach Kevin Johnson. Coach, a big game this week against an old-time familiar foe in the Vega Pirates. You mentioned the need to play disciplined football. Never a more important time than facing a team like Vega.
Yeah, great challenge, great opportunity this week. This will be the last non-district game before we get into district play. So very, very good football team, very well-coached football team, and it'll be important for us to be on our A game in all phases of the football game, and we can't, as we alluded to earlier, can't shoot ourselves in the foot with penalties and some stupid things like that. So it's going to take a complete game from us to go over there and take care of our business. But I mean, it's a great opportunity for our kids and our program, and we're up to that opportunity and that challenge.
Yeah, the Pirates are coming off 2 consecutive losses, and I think in a couple of those ball games, their coach Don Hyde has mentioned some untimely penalties, which has led to some points for the other team. So, you know, how much more important is it that you guys play mistake-free football this week?
Well, again, I alluded to that from the standpoint of when you start playing really, really good football teams, and if you're in a tight ball game, and those penalties start to make a difference. Penalties and turnovers are huge, and penalties, obviously, if it kills a drive. I mean, it's important for us offensively this week to maintain drives and to be able to finish some drives. And defensively, for us, it's just not giving up big plays and being able to contain them. They do a great job running the football. So, you know, a penalty here or there, I mean, that could extend a drive or do something that could turn into something, you know, bad later on that. So it's important that we're pretty disciplined and don't give up any of those, you know, dumb penalties and some of the yardage that we don't need to be giving up.
You mentioned them running the football. Seems like a big part of their offense kind of tailors around running back Bryson Rowland. I think he's been starting since he was a freshman. So, and their offensive line looks like they're pretty big. What do you guys need to do to try to contain him?
Well, I mean, what you said, contain. I mean, the big part of that is the quarterback. You know, they've got a new quarterback in there, and he, while he doesn't necessarily throw the ball extremely well, he is extremely dangerous with his feet. He's very elusive and can get out. And if he breaks contain and gets out there and starts running, then we're in trouble. So both of them being able to kind of just make sure that we've securing our gaps, taking good angles, being good tacklers, all those are going to be important parts of the game for us.
Good. Well, I think you've mentioned it. It's an exciting opportunity for the kids. It's also homecoming in Belmead, so I'm sure the Pirates will be fired up, and Coach Hyde will have his squad fired up. Any other intangibles that you might be able to mention that'll help the team be successful on Friday night?
No, I mean, I think if we just keep, obviously special teams has been improving for us. Caden Roberts goes out and has a good game offensively. I think that'll be big for us as well. So just having to, you know, we've got to be able to control the clock, be able to move the ball offensively, and as best we can keep the ball out of their hands, and then kind of eliminate some of the big play opportunity that they have on their side of that. But you're right, Coach Otto have them ready to play and ready to go. He does a really good job. So again, it's a good ball game for us, and I mean, it's what our kids need to see and kind of game we need to be in.
Good. Well, best of luck this Friday night.
Thank you.
All right, that is Lorena head coach Kevin Johnson as part of the Bastion IT Solutions pregame coaches show.
Syntex Pond boasts the highest quality customer service in the pond business. Syntex Pond loans more than the competition and has great retail prices on used goods. With locations in Waco, Temple, and now Hewitt, Syntex Pond is there when you need them. Visit 801 East Waco Drive in Waco or 1402 West Adams Avenue in Temple, and the brand new location at 520 North Hewitt Drive. Customer service, higher loans, and great retail prices. That's Syntex Pond.
For over 40 years, CF Supply Inc. has been serving the interior commercial construction industry needs of Texas. We are a quality supplier of drywall, metal framing, Armstrong acoustical ceilings, joint compound, and commercial wood and metal door openings. We are also a proud distributor of major brands such as Armstrong Ceiling Systems, Schlage, Von Duprin, Sargent, Corbin Russwin, and LCN. Contact CF Supply Inc. today for all of your interior construction needs. You'll find us online at cfsupplyinc.com. Build with CF Supply.
Welcome back into the Syntex Pond broadcast of Lorena Leopard football here on YouTube, also simulcast on 101.3 FM. Billy, we've come now to the Flavor on 35 keys to the game. First one I want you to talk about is just kind of the Leopards going on the road for the first time this week.
Yeah, it's a whole different operation. Playing on the road the first time, you're dealing with a hostile environment. This will absolutely be a hostile environment, being homecoming. Your whole operation changes from pregame to how you get to the stadium. So it's going to be definitely a test for them to keep their focus and come out and hit on all cylinders. And really, they need to start fast tonight and try to take this crowd out.
Yeah, I mean, we talk about, like, the end zone colors may change. The field dimensions do not. Still 100 yards, about 53 1/3. So Leopards need to really focus on that, not worry about what's going on around them.
Yeah, really just control what you can control, right? Like, do your thing, play your game. Don't let anything outside affect your operation. You should just come out just fine.
Yeah. Moving on to key number 2, kind of talking about the big D as in discipline. We've talked about Coach Kevin Johnson's talked about penalties. Coach Don Hyde's talked about penalties. Discipline is going to be huge tonight.
Yeah, I mean, again, this is it's an old 17-3A rivalry. These two teams are very, very well versed. They know each other very well. Cutting down on the penalties is going to be a must. This is a game you have to stay in front of the chains, so you got to get yards on first down. Also, you don't want to give up any free first downs to La Vega because that could be the life they need to stay in the game.
Yeah, I can't count how many times you've seen this La Vega team. You get them stopped on third down, but a late hit or a face mask or something gives them the first down they need. The next couple of plays, they score. So just, again, cooler heads got to prevail, and I think the team with the fewer penalties may have a really good chance to win tonight.
Yeah, that's a great point, Jared.
Finally, this third point, trench warfare. I kind of think about this as both teams as kind of different stages of I-35. You've got the Lorena defensive line kind of just who have been dominant, kind of plugging the gaps there. We've all been on I-35 when it's moved down to one lane, and the frustration that we experience with that. It's kind of this Lorena defensive line. Then you look at the La Vega offensive line, have opened up some huge holes for running back Bryson Rowland. Kind of we see where 35 was finished. It's wide open. Everybody's loving it. So it's going to kind of come down to which version of I-35 is going to have more success tonight.
Yeah, I think you hit the nail right on the head, Jared. Football games are normally one up front, and this is going to be absolutely one of those games. Lorena has shown this year that they can be absolutely dominant on both sides of the ball up front. I think if they do that today, they come out with a big win.
Yeah, those are your Flavor on 35 keys to the game. We'll take one more commercial break. When we come right back, we'll be ready for kickoff. This is the Syntex Pond broadcast of Lorena Leopard football.
For a limited time only, Jesse Britz Automotive is offering a synthetic blend oil change for only $25.99. Plus, get a free tire rotation, free brake check, free alignment check, and a 22-point inspection. Jesse Britz Automotive, discounting your prices, not your service. For a limited time only, Jesse Britz Automotive is offering a computerized alignment for only $49.99. Plus, get a free tire rotation and free visual brake inspection. Jesse Britz Automotive, discounting your prices, not your service.
You don't need me to tell you that our little ones grow up so fast, but look at these pictures, each one beautifully crafted by Aurora Henry Photography to capture life's special memories so that Lorena families will have them for life. From your newborns to your newlyweds, Aurora Henry Photography will create, capture, and preserve life's most special moments with your loved ones and turn them into memories made for a lifetime. Schedule your 30, 60, or 90-minute session today with Aurora Henry Photography on Facebook or Instagram, or call 254-723-2890. Aurora Henry Photography.
Did you know that your dream home could be just one call away? At BAM Builders, we believe that you deserve your ideal home. That's why we rely on quality, experience, and transparency to give you exactly that. Since 2015, we have been utilizing the highest quality materials and the most professional team to ensure exceptional construction of your custom home. So, give us a call at 254-716-9987 or visit our website, builtbybam.com. Your dream home awaits at BAM Builders.
Need extra storage space? Ideal Self Storage has what you need. Locally owned and operated with many convenient locations in Central Texas, we offer climate-controlled and drive-up units and now proudly offer boat and RV storage as well. Rent from the convenience of your home or on the go. Our website makes it easy to make payments, rent or reserve your space, or update account information. For peace of mind, we offer state-of-the-art camera and gate systems, smart units that alert you to motion in your space, and responsive on-site managers. Visit us online at idealstorage.com or come by one of our many locations to grab your storage space today.
Some of the best breakfast and lunch is now just 5 minutes away from Leopard Field. Flavor on 35 has a new restaurant in the Lorena Plaza by Jack and Jill's Donuts. Enjoy a multitude of items from breakfast burritos and tacos to elotes and hot sandwiches. Come visit the mastermind Brandon Thompson and the rest of the crew as they are open Tuesday through Sunday for breakfast and lunch. Enjoy the best food in Lorena at Flavor on 35. Available for pickup, dine-in, or delivery. Order online at flavoron35.com.
Since 1998, the guiding principle of Pecan Grove Funeral Home has been, through our door, your healing begins. With sincerity and pride, we thank our hometown families for the honor of serving the community for over 25 years. Pecan Grove Funeral Home's dedicated staff includes Lorena alumni as well as parents of current students that proudly support the Lorena Leopards.
Now more than ever, our schools must be welcoming and engaging, safe and secure. For nearly 40 years, True North Consulting Group has been helping school districts across the U.S. develop effective technology infrastructure, campus safety, and media-rich classroom systems. Our name, True North, says it all, and as we like to say, we didn't invent consulting, we just made it personal. True North is a friend to public education and a proud supporter of our Lorena Leopards. Today is a great day to celebrate the Leopard Way.
Welcome back into the Syntex Pond broadcast. Lorena Leopard football. Jared Brown alongside Billy Rutherford. Jace Andrews producing for us tonight. Ben Huey on the camera. And we are lucky to be joined in the booth by David Gibson running stats for us tonight. Billy, just to kind of recapitulate on the pregame show, most important thing, controlling the line of scrimmage and then just not committing untimely penalties.
Yeah, I mean, again, this is a phone booth type game, right? And the discipline is really going to prevail. I think you hit the nail on the head when you spoke that in a game like this, an untimely penalty can really change the entire momentum. With the athletes you're going to see on both sides of the field, if you give either side another set of downs, a cheap set of downs, they're going to make you pay. Yeah, and also wanted to mention during the commercial break when we had the coin toss, Leopards won the toss, deferred. Honorary captains for each team tonight are former head coach Willie Williams for the Vega Pirates and recently retired head coach Ray Biles for the Leopards. A great moment for both of these schools. Yeah, I mean, it's the closest to royalty you're going to get for Central Texas football. It's great to see. So Leopards did win the toss, deferred. They will kick off and defend the south goal. Pirates to receive to defend the goal to the north. Leopards will be kicking right to left on your radio dial. James Webb with it on the tee. Puts his toe into it. It's going to be caught at about the 15-yard line. Run back by, that's number 1, Jabari Thornton, the sophomore transfer from Midway. He's going to run it all the way back to the La Vega 45-yard line. We do have a Leopard down. That is Brody DeLeon. DeLeon battling an ankle injury, trying to suit it up tonight and go. Looks like he may have re-aggravated that on the first play. Yeah, it appears that he is hobbling off the field there. But, man, what a burst there by Thornton. I mean, that's a kid that showed you just a little taste of what he's capable of if he gets an open field. And forgive us if we use first names tonight. So Jabari, the younger brother of Pirates quarterback Jabalani Thornton. So Jabalani, the senior, leading this La Vega crew. He'll be joined in the backfield by junior Bryson Rowland. Rowland been the starting running back since his freshman year. Thornton in the shotgun, snap back to Rowland. Takes a handoff off the right side. A lot of room to run. Over past midfield to the 40, 30, 20. He's going to take it the distance, 10-5 touchdown. So one play, one touchdown. We do have a flag down back at about the 42-yard line. So we'll have to wait for the call, but a great play, at least initially, by Bryson Rowland. Yeah, Jared, that's a spot normally reserved for holding. It looked like they got a little jersey there on the edge, but a really great, powerful, impressive run there to start the game for the Pirates. sends a message to the Lorena defense, too. You're going to have to definitely set the edge hard tonight and keep those explosive La Vega athletes in between the numbers.
Well, we've talked about the defensive line playing really, really well, especially on the interior. Jackson Blackwell, Joey Irie kind of doing their job up there. But these La Vega or the Lorena defensive ends and linebackers are really going to have to step up and make a play tonight. So it will be holding against La Vega, so the touchdown does come off the board. It'll back them up 10 yards from the spot. So it'll be first and about 18. Want to thank all of our sponsors for helping us put this broadcast on. So first and 18, snap back, handoff to Roland coming right. He's going to go pushed out of bounds late, and that's going to draw a flag. Kind of not a heads-up play by the Leopards defense right there, as they had Roland for about a gain of 10, but then the push out of bounds will cost them 15.
Yeah, another little outside give there, a little power play off the outside tackle. Good block on the point of attack. Definitely a late hit there. Lorena's definitely going to want to clean that up. That's exactly what we spoke to pregame about playing within the whistle, playing within the rules of the game, and not giving La Vega a free first down, because they were set up with a second and long there, and they just got a free first down from it.
So that penalty is going to move the ball all the way to Leopard territory down to the 35-yard line, where it'll be first and 10 for the Pirates. Again, Blackwell and Irie on the interior defensive line. Set to Werner. Wyatt Jones on the outside. Quick pass out on the edge for the Pirates. Braylon Henry comes up, makes the hit alongside Carson Miller out there as well, but a gain of about 9 on first down.
Yeah, we've seen that from the Lorena offense this year. That's a little bubble screen. The outside receiver come in with a great little seal block. The slot receiver gets outside. It's basically an extension of the running play, and a big gain on first down for La Vega.
So it'll be 2nd and 1. Call it maybe 2 from the Leopards 24-yard line, or correction, 26-yard line. 10:54 and counting here in the first quarter. No score between the Pirates and the Leopards. Snap back to Thornton. Hands it off to, that is number 8, Johnny Hammond. Right up the middle. He's going to pick up enough for the first down.
Yeah, great job there by Martinez, number 19 for Lorena, getting to the ball, wrapping up, and trying to strip the ball there at the end. Well-coached technique there, but solid run for a first down for the Pirates.
So it'll be first and 10 at about the Lorena 23-yard line. Snap back to Thornton, kind of the mesh. He's going to keep this and go over the left side. A lot of room to run. Breaks a tackle, and he'll be pushed out of bounds.
Yeah, that was basically a zone read technique. He saw the end crash down. He pulled it. There was a daylight out there. Taverner did run him down and get him out of bounds, but a big gain on first down for La Vega, setting up a 2nd and short.
Yeah, so Leopard defense kind of reeling here in this first drive. Pirates just moving the ball at will. It'll be 2nd and 1 from the 14-yard line. Snap back. The give is going to be, that's number 2, Bryson Rowland. Nowhere to go. Tries to break a couple tackles. He's going to be pushed back for a big loss. We'll see where they mark his forward progress.
Really great job there by Braylon Henry of reading that play, coming up through the B gap and meeting the running back. With a host of Leopards, you have Martinez and Taverner both there. Jackson Blackwell collapsed the pocket. And really, Braylon was there to strip the ball. So you're seeing a concerted effort so far from this Lorena defense to strip the ball. Maybe something we'll see later in the game may cause a turnover.
So call it about a loss of 2. So it'll be 3rd down and about 3. Ball on the Leopards' 17-yard line. Got to get just past the 14 for a first down. 1 running back in the backfield. Leopards coming on a blitz, option to the right. Thornton's going to squeezes through a hole, and he's going to go into the end zone for a touchdown. Just a smart play by Jabalani Thornton as he kept the ball in the option pitch and goes in for the La Vega touchdown.
Yeah, terrific play call there by the offensive coordinator. He caught Lorena there in a little A-gap blitz. It was perfectly timed, great penetration at the point of attack, but if there's a perfect play call for that defensive call, it was that speed option to the open side of the field. He cuts it up inside, basically where the linebacker came from. Easy 6 points for La Vega. Lorena's definitely going to have to go back, make some adjustments, and kind of get up to the speed of the game a little bit. They seemed a little flat-footed on that first series.
So Pirates take the 6-0 lead. Giovanni Esqueda Almanza on to attempt the extra point for the Pirates. Snaps down. Kick is up and good. So the Pirates take the opening drive right down the field, pick up the touchdown, go up 7-0 with 9:22 remaining. We'll take a commercial break and come right back. This is the Syntex Pawn broadcast of Lorena Leopard football.
Are you ready to elevate your IT game, Central Texas? Look no further than Bastion IT Solutions, your trusted local IT experts. At Bastion, we're your go-to resource for small business IT needs. Whether it's hardware and software support, robust security, or streamlining your network, we've got you covered. Reach out today for a free consultation and let's give your business IT the boost it deserves. Bastion IT Solutions, your local IT partner. Visit our website at itbastion.com. That's Bastion IT Solutions, the Central Texas IT experts you can trust.
Welcome back into the Syntex Pawn broadcast of Lorena Leopard football. La Vega takes the early 7-0 lead on the CF Supply scoreboard. Build with CF Supply. So Leopard's going to get the ball for the first time.
Really interested to see how the Leopard offense responds here. This is the first time since China Spring they've faced a deficit in a football game. They responded well against China Spring in the first half. Hopefully we'll see the same from this Lorena offense.
So Jose Toca with the ball on the tee. He puts his foot into it. Kick's going to go deep. Be caught about the 10-yard line. A reverse to Jackson Generals from Colin Hill. Generals takes it up the near sideline. He'll be pushed out at about the 30-yard line. So the Leopards with some trickeration here in the first quarter.
Yeah, a little razzle-dazzle from the Leopard special teams. I mean, we saw the special teams unit shine bright last week against Trinity Leadership, and a continuation there. That was a nice return out here to the 30-yard line for Lorena.
So the Leopards will come out on offense. Lorena in the black helmets with the metallic red logo, white jerseys, white pants. La Vega countering in the all blue, blue helmets, blue jerseys, blue pants. It'll be Caden Roberts at quarterback for the Leopards. Braylon Henry to his right, two receivers to the right, one to the left. Colin Hill comes in motion to the right. Snap back to Roberts. He's back to pass. Going down the middle of the field. It's going to be deep. It's going to be just in and out of the hands of Caleb Carrizales. And really, Caden Roberts is lucky that pass wasn't picked off. It looked like Antoine Good Jr. defending for the Pirates.
Yeah, La Vega drops into basically a cover 3 look there. Dropped out to a zone. Caden Roberts' ball was on time, but you're right, Jared. That's one he's probably going to want back.
Good just kind of mistimed it a little bit, but not by much. So 2nd and 10 for the Leopards from the 30-yard line. And we're going to have whistles blow, and I think we may have a false start against Colin Hill. He's coming in motion and kind of started to turn forward about a step too early.
Yeah, we're starting to see that. We talked about the road warrior piece and the keys of the game. Lorena is definitely adjusting to the atmosphere here, first game on the road. Something they're definitely going to need to settle in a little bit, maybe get the running game going just to kind of settle everybody down. Lean on that powerful offensive line.
Yeah, it looked like Hill just kind of knowing he was going to have to turn upfield and block, just kind of got a little too excited. So it'll back the Leopards up 5. So it'll be 2nd and 15 now from the 25-yard line. 3 receivers to the right for Caden Roberts. Braylon Henry now goes in motion. He'll split out wide to Caden Roberts' left. Jackson Generals comes in motion. He's going to take the handoff, kind of a Statue of Liberty play. Not a lot of running room. He'll pick up about a gain of maybe 4 on 2nd down. Tackled by a whole host of Pirates.
Yeah, I mean, a creative play call there and play design. The play was just off timing a little bit. It looks like Jackson got there. It was a little wide whenever he got to the mesh point. Great job there by the Pirate defense of seeing that, not being tricked, and keeping their eye discipline and making a stop. So 3rd and long here for the Leopard offense.
So 3rd and 11 for the Leopards. 3 receivers to the right. Carrizales, Hill, and Generals. Braylon Henry in the backfield to the right of Caden Roberts. Snap back to Roberts. He's looking to pass. Now he's going to take off and run. He's got some room on the right side. He's going to be hitting upended just short of the first down. Look, that was Adrian Pina coming up to make the hit on Roberts. So it's going to be about 4th and 2. Really, no, 4th and 1. Leopard's going to go. Look like they're going to go for it. Hurrying to the line. 3 receivers to the right. And we'll see what the Leopards decide to do now. The ball is going to be picked up by the official and re-spotted. Oh, there was a flag down. Sorry, Billy, jump in here.
Yeah, it looked like a procedure penalty. I don't know if the center moved the ball. I didn't see any movement up front, but the back judge definitely called it with standing right there, so he saw something he didn't like. Back to the previous play, though, Jared. Caden Roberts, great read on that. La Vega drops into that shell zone again. Good, strong run, but 3rd and long, you can't expect to pick up that much yardage on a quarterback run against the zone like that.
So Leopards come out to punt now, facing 4th and 6. Braylon Henry back in punt formation. Snap back, good snap. Henry puts his right foot into it, a good punt. It's going to go all the way inside the 20-yard line and gets a Leopard roll. It's going to roll inside the 10-yard line, still rolling. And it's going to be downed at the 7-yard line, so a great job by Braylon Henry. We do have flags down once again, right about the line of scrimmage. So we'll have to wait and see what happened, but nonetheless, a great punt from Braylon Henry.
Yeah, we've seen that. This is the second week we've seen Braylon. I mean, he's really got a big leg. That was is exactly what you want out of a punt. Perfect spiral, bounce inside the La Vega 10-yard line. So we'll see what this call is.
So there's a personal foul against La Vega. So that'll be a 15-yard penalty and an automatic first down. The first Jesse Britt Automotive first down for the Leopards tonight comes via the personal foul.
Yeah, again, penalties are going to be big. That's a hidden yards right there, right? Lorena gets a free first down. We saw it on La Vega's first series where they were in a 2nd and long. Lorena had the penalty. Now La Vega gives Lorena a gift here so they get the offense back on the field. Keep that defense off the field as well. And, again, if you're Lorena, you're going to want to get that running game going a little bit so everyone calms down, get a little momentum, lean on your big guys up front because they've been a strength this year.
Billy, to your point, the 15 yards, getting the offense an extended drive, I think, is as much help for the defense against this is kind of Pirates are definitely a vociferous opponent. Leopards are going to have their hands full all night, so this just it gives that defense a little more rest. So the ball at about the 49-yard line. Leopards with 2 receivers to either side, 1st and 10. Braylon Henry will split out to the left. Snap back to Roberts. He's going to quarterback draw up the middle, breaks a tackle, and he's going to pick up about 7 on first down. Good job on the designed quarterback draw.
Yeah, I mean, all year long we've seen Lorena throw that little bubble screen out to the edge. They actually faked that there. La Vega came upfield, really well designed, well blocked by the entire front for a big gain on first down.
So it'll be 2nd and 2. Leopards inside Pirate territory. Ball at the 43-yard line. 2 receivers to the left, 1 to the right. Braylon Henry to the right. He'll get the handoff. Makes the first man miss. Dives across the 40-yard line down at the 39, and that's going to be another Jesse Britt Automotive first down.
Nice inside zone give there by Caden Roberts. And, man, did Braylon not look like his dad on that play. His dad played running back at Baylor, was a legend here at Lorena. What a great run there by Braylon.
So 1st and 10, 2 receivers to the left, 1 to the right. You've also got Brock Cool in at tight end, lined up on the left side of that offensive line. Braylon Henry to the right of Caden Roberts. Now he moves back to a pistol formation behind Roberts in the backfield. Snap back. It's going to be a handoff to Henry coming right up the middle. He is going to be dragged down right at the line of scrimmage. He falls forward for a yard. But it's a tough running by Braylon Henry here in the first quarter.
Yeah, that La Vega front standing up pretty firm right now against that really talented Leopard offensive line. But I can tell you this about Braylon. Braylon is a really strong runner, great pad level. That probably should have been a no gain, and he still picked up 2 to 3 yards.
6:20 and counting here in the first quarter. La Vega leading Lorena 7-0. It'll be 2nd and about 7 for the Leopards. 3 receivers to the left. Brock Cool now comes in motion to the left as well. Caden Roberts is going to split out to the right. Braylon Henry in the backfield by himself. He's going to take the snap. Nowhere to go. Nothing doing for the Leopards. That is number 44 for La Vega. Tamarian Brown coming up from his defensive tackle spot, kind of keying Braylon Henry all the way.
Yeah, the La Vega defense definitely wasn't fooled there. Again, another great job having eye discipline to see the gadget play with the Braylon taking the direct snap. But, yeah, again, another impressive run by Braylon. That should have been probably a 2 or 3 yard loss. He was able to at least get close to the line of scrimmage.
So 3rd and 9 now for the Leopards. 2 receivers to either side for Caden Roberts. Braylon Henry now splits outside, so empty backfield. Roberts quarterback draw all the way. Big room in the middle. He breaks 2 tackles. Now off to the races to the 15, to the 10, 5. Caden Roberts running hard. Dives into the end zone, and it's going to be a Bam Builders touchdown for Caden Roberts. Touchdown, Leopards.
What a play call. What a run by Caden Roberts. I mean, he saw it. Obviously, La Vega was spying him there from the edge. Number 16 for La Vega had an angle, but Caden just ran by him, broke 2 tackles, a really strong run. And, Jared, we've seen that since China Spring. His pad level and his explosiveness at the second level, he's a tall quarterback at 6'4". He runs like a running back with a really good pad level. So, explosive athlete, Caden. He's maturing in front of our eyes. And what a response by this Leopard offense to, potentially tie the game.
James Webb on to attempt the extra point for Lorena. Snap is down. Kick is up and good. And just like that, Lorena ties the game at 7. 5:16 left to go here in the first quarter. New score, La Vega 7, Lorena 7. We'll take a commercial break and come right back. This is the Syntex Pawn broadcast of Lorena Leopard football.
When storms damage your roof, there's only one place to call, and it's Montgomery Construction and Roofing. MCR offers detailed bids for affordable quality roof repair and replacement. Schedule your free inspection and make sure your damage is repaired right the first time. Our claim specialist can help walk you through filing an insurance claim for wind and hail, too.
Say goodbye to damaged roofs and yes to Montgomery Construction and Roofing. We roof Texas, and we are here to serve you.
1990 Lorena graduate and multi-year football letterman Grant Neal, owner of Pioneer Pest Control, proudly supports Lorena Athletics. Pioneer Pest Control has serviced the community and surrounding area since 2015. Pioneer Pest Control is proud to be your go-to partner for all your pest control needs. Call us at 254-421-8606 today for a free estimate. Once a Leopard, always a Leopard. Go Big Red.
Welcome back into the Syntex Pawn broadcast of Lorena Leopard football. Looks like James Webb has it on the tee for the Leopards, set to kick off. Leopards tie the ball game at 7-7. Webb with it on the tee. He'll put his foot into it, drive it down the right side of the field. It's going to bounce. It's going to be picked up by Antoine Good. He comes around the right side, hit hard, and going to be tackled down at about the 29-yard line. Billy, talk about that 38-yard touchdown run by Caden Roberts. He's now has 56 yards on the ground so far.
Yeah, absolutely. You know, you could definitely see Coach Peavyhouse wanted to get the ground game going there, and it was a great read there by by Roberts. You know, he saw that he was getting spied from the edge. He saw it. He cut back inside, and then once he got to that second level, he was not going to be denied. Great response by Lorena, and also, you know, what a big penalty that was on the punt, or the roughing the kicker. Like, that was just a huge penalty, basically a turnover in this game that gave Lorena an opportunity to tie the game.
Our thanks to Pecan Grove Funeral Home for that game stats update. Pecan Grove Funeral Home, through our door, your healing begins. Pirates working quickly. Jabalani Thornton takes a snap, goes right around the left side, shoots up the middle, and he's going to be all the way out to midfield. So a gain of about 21 yards on first down for La Vega.
Yeah, the zone read look. Thornton pulled it, went right up to the A-gap, and really Colin Hill saved a touchdown there for Lorena.
So Pirates working quickly. Call it at the 48-yard line. 1st and 10 for La Vega. Snap back. Hand off to Bryson Rowland up the middle. He's going to be met by a host of Leopards. Braylon Henry, Wyatt Jones in there as well. And he'll be dragged down, but not before he picks up about 6 yards on first down.
Yeah, right now that La Vega offensive line is definitely moving the Leopard front. We haven't seen that much this year. We saw it a little bit in the China Spring game, but Lorena responded late. We'll see what the adjustments are here from Coach DeLeon. He's always got something in his back pocket. But, you know, great play call. You're seeing La Vega right now getting their ground game going. So, you know, we may have a shootout tonight, Jared.
Braylon Henry, Alex Martinez, and Caden Arp at the linebacker spots for the Leopards. 2nd and about 4. Snap back to Thornton. Fakes the handoff to Rowland. Throws up the middle. It's going to be picked off by Braylon Henry. He's going to return it across midfield, and he's going to be dragged down inside La Vega territory. But a great job. And Billy, let's take a look at the True North Consulting replay as we see Braylon Henry make an interception.
Yeah, you see here La Vega wants to go to a play-action type look. Braylon drops into coverage. You see him. He reads it perfectly, drops right underneath that route. That's textbook, and a good, strong run after the catch. And, man, what another big play for the Leopard defense to respond, because it looked like La Vega could do whatever they wanted on the ground. What a big play there by Braylon, another senior just stepping up for his defense.
So a big Montgomery Roofing turnover, and the Leopards now have signs of life back on offense. Caden Roberts is going to toss it back to Jackson Generals, who's looking to throw. Throws it downfield, intended for Caleb Carrizales. Pass is going to fall incomplete. Defended well on the play. Looks like number 22 for 23 for La Vega, but
yeah, lots of contact there when the ball was in the air. Like, I'm really surprised we didn't see a flag there, but well defended because it's not a penalty unless they throw it. So 2nd and 10 for the Leopards.
But Coach Peavyhouse not afraid to go to the bag of tricks early. Snap back to Caden Roberts, hand off to Braylon Henry through the middle, breaks a tackle, switches back to the right side, 30, 25, 20, and he's finally knocked out of bounds at about the 16-yard line. We'll take a look at the True North Consultant replay, Billy, but Braylon Henry just doing everything on offense and defense.
Yeah, I mean, this is another well-designed play. Give to Braylon right up the middle. Great back cut there. Makes the guy miss. And then once he gets to the second level, Braylon shot out of cannon.
Leopard's working quickly.
Yeah,
Handoff's going to go around the quick pass out to Colin Hill for a gain of 8 on first down.
Yeah, you're starting to see Lorena go to a little tempo here to keep that La Vega defense on their heels.
Working quickly, snap back to Caden Roberts, hands off to Braylon Henry, coming left. Going to be mashed up in the middle of that pile. Leopard offensive line pushing him across the line needed for a first down, and another Jesse Britt Automotive first down.
Yeah, great job at the point of attack there by the Leopard offensive line. They had 2 double teams up front. Braylon got right behind him. He was actually stopped short of the first down, but Wyatt Jones was basically like, you know what, Braylon, I'm going to pick you up here. I'm going to help push the pile to the first down, and you're already starting to see some hands on the hips for this La Vega defense. So the turnover is paying dividends already for the Leopard offense.
So it'll be first and goal for the Leopards in the Ideal Self-Storage red zone. Ideal Self-Storage, locally owned and operated. Leopards with a lot of movement on pre-snap. 3 guys in motion. Heavy set to the left. Caden Roberts by himself in the backfield. He's going to hand it off to – no, he's going to keep it. He's going to walk into the end zone. A great play fake by Caden Roberts, who waltzes in for another Bam Builders touchdown. Touchdown, Caden Roberts. Touchdown, Lorena Leopards.
Yeah, I mean, lots of eye candy there from Coach Peavyhouse. You had the shift over. You had the entire Leopard basically change the strength of their offense to the left side. They ran a jet sweep action across, drawing the La Vega defense to the horizontal bottom side of the field. And I can tell you this, Caden Roberts, when he hits the hole decisively, he's a weapon on offense running the ball, and we're seeing that play out here tonight.
So Roberts already with his second touchdown tonight. Leopards lead now 13-7. James Webb on to attempt the extra point. 2:30 left to go here in the first quarter. Fireworks already here in Belmead. Snap down, kick is up. And they're going to say it's no good. He must have pulled it to the left a little bit. So the score remains 13-6. Lorena, tell you what, Billy, let's take a commercial break and we'll come right back. This is the Syntex Pond broadcast of Lorena Leopard football.
H&M Landscape and Sprinkler is your one-stop shop for turning your dream vision for the environment outside of your home or business into a reality. From laying sod and installing sprinklers to the finer beautifying touches and year-round maintenance, H&M Landscape and Sprinkler can do it all. Whether you are looking to sell your home, attract more customers, or beautify your home to enjoy with family and friends, H&M Landscape and Sprinkler has the skill and expertise to get the job done just the way you want. Visit them online at hmlandscapeandsprinkler.com or call 254-732-6818. That's H&M Landscape and Sprinkler.
Welcome back into the Syntex Pond broadcast of Lorena Leopard football. And Billy, that 6-yard TD run by Caden Roberts kind of showing that this young man has the ability to do damage both on the ground and through the air.
Yeah, I mean, when he hits the hole decisively, he shows a quick twitch explosiveness the kid his size generally doesn't show you. Also, when he gets to that second level, he's a really strong runner too. I love the play design by Coach Peavyhouse as well.
Webb with the kickoff down the right side once again. It's going to be picked up by number 12. Nowhere to go. Caden Arp hanging on for dear life, waiting for the rest of the Leopards to get there. That's number 12, Trayson Richardson, on the return for the Pirates. Leopards have now gone over 100 yards rushing. And Billy, I think one of the interesting things is if you look at the ticker, the H&M Landscape and Sprinkler ticker across the bottom of the screen, you see the Leopard leaders. And while we expected Caden Roberts to lead the team in passing, didn't expect him to lead it in rushing, but he's done that all season, and he's showing more of it tonight.
Yeah, I mean, La Vega's really showing a lot of respect to his arm. They've watched film just like we do, and they're dropping out on third down on the second and long. I think you're going to see that tonight. La Vega's going to have to play man. They're already trying to spy him. Great job by the Leopard coaching staff at designing runs to get him into space.
So Jabalani Thornton back out on offense, with Bryson rolling in the backfield as well. Ball at the 20-yard line. Snap back is going to be fake toss to the right. Nowhere to go. Jackson Blackwell and Seth Taverner just absolutely ripping through the middle of that La Vega offensive line and tackling Jabalani Thornton for a loss of 1.
Yeah, that was a little play fake. They faked the pitch to the bottom side of the field, to the short side. Jackson Blackwell and Seth Taverner were not fooled whatsoever. And if they're going to try to single block Jackson Blackwell, they're going to have a long night ahead of him. I mean, he's dug in there like an Alabama tick.
So 2nd and 11 for the Pirates. It'll be Jabalani and Bryson Rowland in the backfield. Snap back, be a handoff to Rowland coming left. Set to Werner giving chase. Dives, can't quite make the tackle. Rowland's going to run out of bounds right at the first down marker. We'll see if they give him first down yardage. Looks like he may be a yard short. Clock continues to run, 1:30 and counting.
Yeah, Lorena's going to have to really shore up the edge of their defense right now. They're playing a cushion on the corners, but they're really getting exposed on the perimeter right now. You need somebody to run the alley and set the edge.
So 3rd and short. Bryson Rowland's going to take, no, Jabalani Thornton keeps it, goes right through the middle of the Leopard defense. He's out to the 45, 50, 40, 30, 20. No one's going to catch him. 10, 5, touchdown. La Vega Pirates, touchdown, Jabalani Thornton.
Yeah, and another great play call there by the La Vega offensive coordinator. Basically a zone read. He pulls the ball, hits the hole. And again, just like Caden Roberts we saw on the Lorena side, once he gets to the second level, if it's a foot race, he's not going to lose many of those. That is an explosive athlete, and a great response by the La Vega offense.
And really on that 3rd and short, I think everybody in the stadium expected Rowland to get it coming right, and good job by Thornton to pull it at the last minute, kind of go out the backside and take it for the long touchdown run.
Yeah, you're seeing both coaches right now test both defenses' eye discipline. There's a lot of movement, a lot of play fakes, and you can definitely see that both of these defenses are being tested.
So that's Giovanni Esqueda Almanza set to kick off, attempt the extra point for La Vega. And it looks like La Vega's going to have to take a timeout here. Billy, let's keep it here. Want to take a look at some stats here. So Pecan Grove Funeral Home stats here in the first quarter. Looking at for La Vega, you've got Bryson Rowland, 5 rushes, 98 yards and a touchdown. Now Jabalani Thornton, 43 yards and a touchdown. So Pirates doing a lot of it through the or on the ground. Really both teams on the ground. You got Caden Roberts, 60 yards rushing. Braylon Henry, 5 rushes for 38 yards. Jackson Generals, 1 rush for 4 yards. So I think outside of maybe the one quick pass to Colin Hill and the one pass for La Vega, both teams doing it on the ground.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, Rowland's averaging almost 20 yards a carry at this point. Lorena's definitely going to have to find a way to set the edge and contain him and keep him in between the numbers so you can gang tackle. Because the strength of this Leopard defense is the unit, tackling as a unit. So if you get these explosive La Vega athletes in space, you're going to have a long night.
Snap back, kick is up and good for Giovanni Esqueda Almanza. And so the Pirates take the lead 14-13. 1 minute, 10 seconds left to go here in the first quarter. La Vega leads 14-13. We'll take a commercial break and come right back. This is the Syntex Pond broadcast of Lorena Leopard football.
For over 40 years, CF Supply Inc. has been serving the interior commercial construction industry needs of Texas. We are a quality supplier of drywall, metal framing, Armstrong acoustical ceilings, joint compound, and commercial wood and metal door openings. We are also a proud distributor of major brands such as Armstrong Ceiling Systems, Schlage, Von Duprin, Sargent, Corbin Russwin, and LCN. Contact CF Supply Inc. today for all of your interior construction needs. You'll find us online at cfsupplyinc.com. Build with CF Supply.
Welcome back into the Syntex Pond broadcast here of Lorena Leopard football. Also simulcast on 101.3 FM. Both teams over 100 yards rushing, Billy, yet really haven't thrown much but haven't needed to.
Yeah, I mean, you really saw with La Vega. They were moving the ball on the previous drive. Just through the interception, they gave Lorena the ball in plus territory. I mean, right now, both offensive coordinators have to feel really good about keeping the ball on the ground. Like, both defenses right now are having a hard time controlling their gaps.
Jose Toca with it on the tee for La Vega. Kickback, it's going to bounce in front of the Leopard returner, Colin Hill. He's got a lot of room up the middle of the field. Hill out to the 40, 45, 50. Colin Hill going down the sideline, 30, 25, 20. He's going to be knocked out of bounds by number 23, Quay Willis. But a phenomenal job by Colin Hill after dropping the ball initially, finding the seam and taking it all the way down inside the ideal self-storage red zone. Huge play for the Leopards on special teams. Really
great job there by Colin Hill. He bobbled the ball initially, but you see that in special teams sometimes returns that throws the coverage timing off just a tad, lets the blocks develop, and Colin Hill hit the hole. He found a seam, and a really great job by Colin putting the ball into his outside hand there as he ran down by a couple La Vega defenders, and one of the line judges took a nasty spill down here, but it looks like he's okay.
73-yard return, huge in setting the field position for the Leopards again just outside the ideal self-storage red zone. Correction. So the Leopards have it at 1st and 10 on the 22-yard line. Snap back to Caden Roberts, handoff to Braylon Henry going right, following that huge offensive line by the Leopards. He's going to have a big pickup of about 7 yards on first down.
Yeah, you're starting to see the Leopard offensive line start to really control the line of scrimmage, which is what they need, because right now on defense, La Vega's controlling the line of scrimmage. So this is like a heavyweight fight. Both of these offenses are trading some big blows right now, and I think it's going to come down to which coach can make the adjustment to slow down the other coach's running game.
So 2nd and 4 for the Leopards. 2 receivers to the left, 1 to the right for Caden Roberts. Snap back, hands it off to Braylon Henry again. Henry across the left side. He's going to be hit early. It looked like linebacker number 9, Eric R. Hicks, coming up to make the stop for no gain.
Yeah, that's the third time we've seen that formation from Lorena, and every time La Vega has actually blitzed from the corner off the edge. So if we're seeing it, I'm sure Coach Peavyhouse is seeing it as well, and that may be something later on they bootleg off of that and a little RPO look.
Well, that will bring us to the end of the first quarter. After the first 12 minutes, it is an exciting game here at Willie Williams Stadium. La Vega leads Lorena 14-13. We'll come right back with the start of the second quarter. This is the Syntex Pawn broadcast of Lorena Leopard football.
For a limited time only, Jesse Britz Automotive is offering a synthetic blend oil change for only $25.99. Plus, get a free tire rotation, free brake check, free alignment check, and a 22-point inspection. Jesse Britz Automotive, discounting your prices, not your service. For a limited time only, Jesse Britz Automotive is offering a computerized alignment for only $49.99. Plus, get a free tire rotation and free visual brake inspection. Jesse Britz Automotive, discounting your prices, not your service.
You don't need me to tell you that our little ones grow up so fast, but look at these pictures, each one beautifully crafted by Aurora Henry Photography to capture life's special memories so that Lorena families will have them for life. From your newborns to your newlyweds, Aurora Henry Photography will create, capture, and preserve life's most special moments with your loved ones and turn them into memories made for a lifetime. Schedule your 30, 60, or 90-minute session today with Aurora Henry Photography on Facebook or Instagram, or call 254-723-2890. Aurora Henry Photography.
Welcome back into the Syntex Pawn broadcast of Lorena Leopard football. Leopards facing a 3rd and 5 from the 17-yard line. Snap back to Caden Roberts. Snap is low. Going to have flags down. Looks like preliminary call is false start against the Leopards, and Billy, a very untimely penalty for the Leopard offense.
Yeah, I mean, 3rd and 5, the percentages on picking up 3rd and 5 are drastically better than picking up on 3rd and 10, and that's just one of those self-inflicted wounds that we talked about during pregame that Coach KJ has expressed a little bit of a displeasure with in the previous weeks, and we're seeing it rear its ugly head there. Definitely something Lorena's going to want to clean up because, again, 3rd and 10 here is going to be a challenge already on a short field.
So Leopards backed up now to the 22-yard line. 2 receivers to either side for Caden Roberts. Snap back. Roberts looks to pass. Now he takes off running, nowhere to go. He's just going to be forced out of bounds by a host of Pirate defenders. Nowhere to go for Caden Roberts, and he's pushed out of bounds for no gain.
Yeah, really good job there by the La Vega secondary. It was man coverage. They were on the back hip of every Leopard receiver. Caden Roberts didn't really have anyone open. Great job by him, though, feeling the pressure and getting to the wide side of the field to at least avoid a sack. But it looks like there is a flag on the play.
Jeremiah Jones defending for the Pirates. Try to get the call from the official. It's going to be holding against the Leopards. This would be an interesting call if they accept the penalty. So back them up and be 3rd and 20, give the Leopards another chance to convert. I think the important thing here is it kind of puts them out of field goal range.
Yeah, I think that's actually a direct influence of how Webb has been this year kicking the ball for Lorena. I think if Lorena had shown the inability to kick a long field goal, I think you'll see La Vega decline it there. But that's definitely an impact if they know Webb's got a big leg. And another, this gives Lorena an opportunity here to pick up the first down. So what a weapon Webb is, even when he's not on the field.
So it'll be 3rd and 20 now for the Leopards, backed up to their own the La Vega 32-yard line. Snap back to Caden Roberts. Going to be a draw play to Braylon Henry. A lot of room on the left side. Henry to the 25, to the 20, to the 15. He's going to be horse-collared out of bounds. No flag thrown as he's tossed out of bounds, but just before he picks up a first down inside the 15-yard line. And now we get a flag thrown late right next to Jackson Generals. So we're going to have to see what happens here.
Yeah, great play design there. Basically, we used to call that 30 draw back when we used to come play out of a direct snap. But, Braylon basically sets to his right foot. Quarterback shows pass. He pivots back, almost a counter play, but with a draw. You let the defensive line come upfield and you hit the seam, but it looks like the Leopards got a personal foul here.
Yeah, it's unsportsmanlike conduct against the Leopards. So the play's going to count. So now it's going to be 4th down, if I'm not mistaken. And it's going to back them up all the way. Well, it's sitting at the 29-yard line right now. Still showing 3rd down. I think it should be 4th down. The down should count. I don't like saying that about the Leopards, but if it was a dead ball, like I said, Braylon was about a yard short. And then it was after the play, so it should be 4th down. We'll see how they have it marked.
Yeah, you hate to speculate on what was done, but it did look like Braylon was discussing his displeasure from the missed horse collar. And then, Braylon's had a couple of those this year that didn't draw a flag, so I'm assuming he's finally healthy this game. He's been banged up this year. It may be a response to that, but that's another penalty you just can't have if you're a Leopard on offense. So it's just, again, the false start on 3rd and 5, and then the personal foul there setting up a 4th and 1. Both of those are self-inflicted wounds, and, in a game like this, as tight as this is, those can really add up to make a really challenging evening. So we've got to clean that up.
A very frustrated Lorena head coach Kevin Johnson calling timeout. Looked like he'd been trying to call timeout for quite a while. The official didn't have his attention, so he does get the timeout. So Leopards retreat to their sideline, Pirates to theirs, and we'll get hopefully get some clarification on what down it's going to be. But it should be 4th down, and it looks like the down marker has changed to 4, so it'll be 4th down and about, I'd call that 18, Billy. Looks like they got to go from about the 29-yard line to the 12, so call it 4th and 17. And really, you're kind of outside James Webb's range, but maybe you try the long field goal, or do you just go for it knowing you're kind of in no man's land?
Yeah, I mean, what we've seen out of Webb this year, I think either play is effective. Looks like Lorena's going to keep their offense on the field, but Webb has shown the ability to make a field goal this long this season. But, Lorena's definitely going for it here on 4th down, so we'll see what happens.
So 4th and call at 17 for the Leopards. Braylon Henry is going to split out to the right, going in motion. Caden Roberts back to pass, throws it over the middle, in and out of the hands of Braylon Henry. He had it and had room to run. Probably picks up the 1st down there. He's going to want that back.
Yeah, I mean, that's a great play call there by Coach Peavy-House. A nice job on the timing from Caden Roberts. He threw a really accurate ball on time. And that, again, you said it best there, Jared. That's one Braylon's going to definitely want back, because I think if he makes that catch, he probably scores.
So the ball go over on downs to La Vega. They will take over at their own 29-yard line. 11:03 left to go here in the second quarter. La Vega leading Lorena 14-13 on the CF Supply scoreboard. Again, build with CF Supply. So the Leopard defense has had a little bit of a rest now, so we'll see if they can come back out and find a way to stop this potent La Vega ground game. So Jabalani Thornton in a shotgun. Bryson rolling to his right. Snap back. Give us to Roland coming to his right. He's going to be dragged down by Braylon Henry, who shoots through the gap. Hits his number 2 counterpart and drives him back for a big loss on 1st down.
Yeah, I mean, that I don't know if that was a blitz by Braylon or if he just read that play from film study, but he was shot out of a cannon there. He basically tackled the running back right after he got the ball handed off to him at the mesh point. So Braylon definitely not happy how that last series went, and you're seeing it personified here when he's playing defense.
Loss of 6 on 1st down, so it'll be 2nd and 16 for La Vega. 2 receivers to the right, 1 to the left for Jabalani Thornton. 1 H-back in motion. Snap back. Thornton back to pass. Set to Werner in his face. Nowhere to go for Thornton. Sidesteps to Werner. Throws it deep down the field. He's got a man wide open. That is going to be his younger brother, Jabari Thornton, who had gotten behind Carson Miller. Miller drags him down at the 6-yard line, but a huge gain for the Pirates. And really, Seth Werner had the quarterback kind of in his sights, and just a great job by Jabalani to sidestep the Leopards' defensive end.
I mean, that play was well defended by Lorena from the get-go, but obviously he avoided Taverner's pursuit there. He was able to get out to the open field, threw a really accurate ball downfield to a receiver. Unfortunately, Miller had let him get behind him there, but a good job there by Miller of recovering and making the tackle, because if he does it, that's definitely a touchdown for La Vega.
71-yard pass play. So snap back. Thornton's going to keep this one running left. Nowhere to go. Colin Hill Braylon Henry in on the stop for a gain of 1. So, yeah, again, we talked about not much in the passing game, but then the Pirates come up big with a 71-yard gain. Now have it 1st and 10 deep in Lorena territory. It'll be about 2nd and 8 now after the first down play.
Absolutely, Jared.
Up and down the field action here at Willie Williams Stadium. La Vega leading Lorena 14-13. Clock running 9:12 and counting here in the second quarter. Again, 2nd and about 8 for La Vega. 2 receivers to the left, 1 to the right. Jabalani Thornton in the shotgun. Bryson Rowland behind him. Snap back. It's going to be handed off to Rowland right up the middle. Caden Arp can't bring him down, and Rowland will go into the end zone for the La Vega touchdown.
Yeah, what you're seeing from La Vega offensively right now is they're basically running a check-with-me scheme. They get to the line of scrimmage early with a no-huddle. They wait to see what Lorena is going to show them on defense, and they look to the sideline. The coaches actually call the play in. Lorena may need to tweak what they're showing early, disguise some of their coverages or schemes, because right now La Vega seems to have their number.
So Giovanni Esqueda Almanza on to attempt the extra point for the Pirates, who now lead 20-13. 8:53 left to go here in the second quarter. Snap down. Kick is up and good. So La Vega extends their lead to 8, 21-13. 8:53 left to go here in the second quarter. We'll take a commercial break and come right back. This is the Syntex Pond broadcast of Lorena Leopard football.
Do you know that your dream home could be just one call away? At BAM Builders, we believe that you deserve your ideal home. That's why we rely on quality, experience, and transparency to give you exactly that. Since 2015, we have been utilizing the highest quality materials and the most professional team to ensure exceptional construction of your custom home. So, give us a call at 254-716-9987 or visit our website, builtbybam.com. Your dream home awaits at BAM Builders.
Welcome back into the Syntex Pond broadcast of Lorena Leopard football. Pirates extend their lead, now up 21-13 over the Leopards. 8:53 left to go here in the second quarter. Bill, you kind of mentioned in the break this Leopard offense needs to come out and do something here.
Yeah, I mean, I think at this point the Lorena defense is breathing a little bit. La Vega has a great game plan going in here. They're definitely they're countering what Lorena's showing them on defense, and Coach DeLeon has shown the ability to make adjustments all year long. He's going to make adjustments, but the Lorena offense here, if they can sustain a drive, answer here would be huge, because you can hear this La Vega crowd is definitely into it.
Kickoff, it's going to go deep, and it's going to be Colin Hill on the handoff. Jackson Generals with a lot of room down the right side. Generals to the 50, to the 40, still in bounds, cuts back in the middle of the field inside the 30, and he's going to be tackled down inside the 30-yard line at about the 28. So the Leopards kind of using that trickeration again. Colin Hill catches it, hands it off to Jackson Generals, and he takes it. We'll wait for the official number, but all the way down to about the 28-yard line.
How big have the Leopard special teams been tonight? I know we had the extra point that dunked off the upright, but it looks like there's a flag on the play, Jared.
Of course, another flag down. It's going to be holding against the Leopards. It's going to negate what would have been a 59-yard kickoff return for the Leopards.
A really nice run there by Generals, though. I know it's not going to count on the stat sheet because of the penalty, but you see his athleticism when he gets open field. He is really tough to bring down. He has elite speed when he gets to the perimeter.
And just got to be incredibly frustrating for the Leopards. Another penalty is going to bring them all the way back inside the 20. They're going to take over at the 19. Just, again, I mean, we haven't even started the drive yet, and it could already be a drive killer. When you're looking at 1st and 10 inside your opponent's 30, now you've got it at your own 19.
Yeah, Jared, this is when you really lead on your leadership, right? Caden Roberts, you got Braylon Henry, you've got a lot of veteran, Wyatt Jones. This is when you look to your leaders right now to take back control of that huddle and say, hey, let's respond. Let's march down the field and, let's have an answer here.
So 1st and 10 for the Leopards, two receivers to either side. Now Brett Boyles comes in motion. It's going to be a quarterback draw from Caden Roberts. Looks like the La Vega defense had that snuffed out from the get-go. He tucks it and is able to get back to the original line of scrimmage.
Yeah, that's a play Lorena ran against West exclusively, and they ran it last week against Trinity Leadership too. La Vega definitely saw that all week on film. They were ready for that.
So it'll be 2nd and 10 from the 19. Leopards going to their diamond formation, 4 receivers out to the left, 1 receiver to the right. Snap back to Caden Roberts. Pump fakes. Now he's going to go deep down the middle. He's got a man wide open. It's going to be picked off, though, by number 22. Has a lot of room to run down the 30, 20. And he's going to be hit hard by Kyler Bosley and knocked out of bounds at the 17-yard line. But a huge interception by number, I believe that, to get that young man's number. It says 22, but I don't think we have him on our roster. And he is down after the play.
Yeah, Roberts initially had his intended receiver open there, but great break on the ball there by 22 from La Vega. Sorry we don't have his name.
It's Devontae Hilliard. My mistake.
Great job there by Hilliard of breaking on the ball and making a catch. But, that's a ball that Caden Roberts is going to see on film, and he's definitely not going to want to throw that ball. I'm not sure he saw Hill in the middle of the field.
Yeah, so Hilliard makes the interception, still down. And credit the Leopard defense or Leopard offense for not quitting on the play. Big hit from Kyler Bosley. Knocked him to the ground, so he is down, being attended to by both the Lorena athletic trainer Isaac Diaz and the La Vega medical staff as well. He looks to be up. It's a long walk across the field under his own power, but man, another untimely mistake, and again, kind of goes back to the penalty where it brings him back. So the offensive game plan changes when you're 81 yards from your end zone as opposed to 29 yards from your end zone.
Yeah, I think you hit the nail right on the head before that series even began, how a penalty like that can be a drive killer. It definitely takes the momentum away, takes the wind out of your sails. And then credit La Vega. La Vega capitalized on that, gets the big turnover here in their plus territory inside the Leopard red zone. Definitely gut check time for this Leopard defense. They one of those guys needs to step up and make a play here to get the momentum back.
So Jabalani Thornton back out at quarterback for La Vega. Bryson Rowland in the backfield with him. He'll have two receivers to his right, one to his left. Still 8 minutes left to go here in the second quarter. La Vega up 21-13 over Lorena. Snap back. It's going to be a little inside reverse. Good job by Seth DeVerner staying home from his defensive end position, and he's going to tackle, I believe that is Jabari Thornton, for a big loss on first down.
Yeah, great job. I say it again, eye discipline. This is going to be one of those games that's going to be really important for the defenders to have eye discipline because there's a lot of eye candy being put forth by both offensive coordinators. Great job there by Taverner, not falling for it, keeping his contained, making a great open field tackle. And that was that old Urban Meyer reverse that he ran at Florida. Really hard to see from a defensive standpoint, so you have to be assignment correct. Great job there by Taverner. And a much-needed tackle for a loss there on first down for the Leopards.
So call it 2nd and 14 from the 21-yard line. Two receivers to the left, one to the right for Jabalani Thornton. He's going to roll to his left, looking to throw. Nowhere to go. Avoids one Lorena tackler, but not two, as Wyatt Jones wraps him up and is going to sling him out of bounds all the way back at the 30-yard line. We'll see where they mark it. They're going to give him forward progress. Let's take a look at the True North Consulting replay, Billy.
Yeah, you see Thornton here roll out. Great job by the Leopard front of getting pressure. But, man, he is elusive. He gets to the outside. But Wyatt Jones, known to accomplish rodeo, made sure he wrapped him up and threw him out of bounds. So two great plays here by the Leopard defense for forcing the Pirates would assume out of field goal range with a third and looks like 20-plus here.
Well, it's all the way back to the 29-yard line. So call it 3rd and 23. 8-yard loss on that sack. So 3rd and 23 from the 29-yard line. Thornton back to pass. Jackson Blackwell pushes pressure. Looks like the pass is almost caught. Looked like Bryson Rowland coming out of the backfield makes the catch, but at the last minute it pops out right at the goal line and falls incomplete.
Yeah, that was a big-time throw there by Thornton. Because Rowland wasn't actually open. Like, he put the ball right, dropped it right in a bucket. The Leopard defense was there, and there was 3 of them there to defend it, but that's one Rowland probably wants to have back because it hit him right in the hands. But what a throw by Thornton. We're seeing his elusiveness. We're seeing when he can plant. He's delivering a nice, accurate football on time. So, if the Leopards have a lot of pressure on him right now, and he's still getting around making plays.
So it'll be 4th down and 23. La Vega going for it, kind of in that no man's land at the Lorena 29-yard line. Snap back to Jabalani Thornton. Caden Art comes on the blitz. Thornton misses him. He has a wide open Jabari Thornton. He's going to catch the ball and dive across the end zone for the La Vega touchdown. And the Leopard defense had exactly what they wanted, just couldn't quite make the play.
Yeah, I mean, that's a great defensive call there by Coach DeLeon. You send an extra guy. The problem is when you blitz and you don't catch home, you're going to leave holes in your secondary. Great job there by Thornton again of avoiding the tackle. The first guy doesn't seem to tackle him at all tonight. Made another good strike there for the throw for a wide open La Vega receiver for a touchdown. So, fourth in a very, very long distance, and they were able to convert there.
So Giovanni Escovedo, Almanza to attempt the extra point. Snap is down, kick is up, and good. And just like that, La Vega extends their lead to 28-13. 6:08 left to go here in the second quarter. We'll take a commercial break and come back. This is the Syntex Pawn broadcast of Lorena Leopard football.
Need extra storage space? Ideal Self Storage has what you need. Locally owned and operated with many convenient locations in Central Texas, we offer climate-controlled and drive-up units, and now proudly offer boat and RV storage as well. Rent from the convenience of your home or on the go. Our website makes it easy to make payments, rent or reserve your space, or update account information. For peace of mind, we offer state-of-the-art camera and gate systems, smart units that alert you to motion in your space, and responsive on-site managers. Visit us online at idealstorage.com or come by one of our many locations to grab your storage space today.
Some of the best breakfast and lunch is now just 5 minutes away from Leopard Field. Flavor on 35 has a new restaurant in the Lorena Plaza by Jack and Jill's Donuts. Enjoy a multitude of items from breakfast burritos and tacos to elotes and hot sandwiches. Come visit the mastermind Brandon Thompson and the rest of the crew as they are open Tuesday through Sunday for breakfast and lunch. Enjoy the best food in Lorena at Flavor on 35. Available for pickup, dine-in, or delivery. Order online at flavoron35.com.
Welcome back into the Syntex Pawn broadcast of Lorena Leopard football. Toko with the ball on the tee, ready to go for the Pirates. Correction, that's going to be Escovedo. Almanza with the little pooch kick. Going to be fair caught by Justin Back at about the Lorena 28-yard line. So the Leopards will take over. First and 10. 6:08 left to go. Again, Billy, Leopards down 28-13. Have moved the ball well tonight, so it'll be interesting to see how they can come back out on offense and try to get a touchdown before halftime.
Yeah, I think if you're Lorena right now, and I'm sure the coaching staff is communicating this as well, like you just kind of wash what has just happened in the last 4 minutes of the game away. Go back to your game plan. Go back to your fundamentals. Like focus, control what you can control. Get the line of scrimmage dominated back again. Start moving the ball, and let Caden Roberts have those easy reads he had in the first quarter.
So 6:08 left to go. La Vega leading 28-13 over the Leopards. Caden Roberts, shotgun formation. Braylon Henry to his right. Two receivers to the left, one to the right. Hand off to Braylon Henry coming up right up the middle. Big gain across the 30, past the 35, all the way out to about the 37-yard line on first down to pick up about 9 yards.
Yeah, great inside zone run there by Braylon Henry. Nice job at the point of attack by the Leopard offensive line. Anytime you get 9 yards on first down, your playbook is wide open here from Coach Peavy-House. So be interested to see if he sticks with the ground game here or maybe goes to a play-action RPO style.
Got plenty of time. 2 timeouts left to go here in the first half. Again, La Vega leading 28-13. Second and 1 for the Leopards. 2 receivers to the left, 1 to the right for Caden Roberts. Brock Cool kind of comes in motion across the right side. Hand off to Braylon Henry right behind Cool. Big hole for Henry. Breaks a tackle. He's going to be across the 45 out to about the 47-yard line. Henry and Colin Hill, looks like their legs kind of got tangled up. Both a little slow to get up, but a big Jesse Britt Automotive first down.
Yeah, and a great side adjustment there by Braylon Henry because the actual hole he wanted to run the ball in wasn't open, but he cut out to the right side to the La Vega sideline and got lots of green there. Nice run by Braylon Henry, and you're seeing the decisiveness out of Braylon. Tonight, I feel like, again, I go back to it. I feel like he's finally confident in his health. He was, kind of battling AC separation with the shoulder, so it's good to see him at full health.
10 carries, 80 yards now for the senior running back, Braylon Henry. First and 10 for the Leopards at their own 47-yard line. Snap back to Caden Roberts. Hand off to Braylon Henry again, going left. Huge hole behind Wyatt Jones. And another big gain of about 7, call it 8 on first down for the Leopards.
Yeah, La Vega comes out in basically a cover 2 look. You have 2 safeties up top, about 18 yards back, and the Leopards definitely compromise on that box.
3 receivers to the left. Leopards going quickly. 1 to the right for Caden Roberts. Another handoff straight up the gut for Braylon Henry. This time it'll be maybe a gain of 3 on first down. La Vega ready for it. Number 14, Adrian Pina, kind of coming in from his linebacker spot and making the hit
Yeah,
on Henry.
It looked like Braylon stumbled there on the turf monster, but he picked up enough yards for a first down. So nice run there by Braylon, knowing he only needed a couple yards just to lower his shoulder and grab it.
So 1st and 10 after the Jesse Britt Automotive first down. Two receivers to the left, three receivers to the left, one to the right for Caden Roberts. Now Braylon Henry will move out to the left as well. It's going to be a pass out in and out of the hands of Jackson Generals. Looked like he started to run before he caught it. Had some room to run out there, but the ball falls incomplete.
Yeah, that play was well designed, and it was blocked well, and that was going to be potentially a big play for the Leopards. And again, that's when Jackson needs to look in first before he becomes a runner. But he's out. He's trying to make a big play. He's a big play type player. But definitely one he needs to watch in first. But a nice throw there by Caden Roberts. And if La Vega's going to stay back in this cover 2 look they're showing, it looks like they're walking up to safeties now. That play is going to be there all day, as well as the inside runs.
2nd and 10 for the Leopards. 2 receivers to the left, 1 to the right. Snap back to Braylon Henry. Caden Roberts hands it off to Braylon Henry. Nowhere to go this time as the La Vega defense kind of ready for it, jamming that middle. That is number 44, Tamarian Brown on the stop, and about a loss of 2 on 2nd down.
Yeah, Brown has done a really good job of defeating blocks because he initially was blocked out of that play, but he defeated the block at the point of attack, and a great job for him to wrap up and waited for his teammates to get there to help gang tackle. So setting up a 3rd and long here for the Leopards.
So 3rd, kind of a, call it 12 at the La Vega 45-yard line. 2 receivers to either side for Caden Roberts. Now Braylon Henry splits out. He'll go to the right side. Snap back to Caden Roberts. Quarterback draw all the way. Lots of room to run. But the hole is going to be shut down quickly. Again, Brown and number 14, I believe that is Adrian Pina, coming up. Again, spying and Billy making the stop on 3rd down.
Yeah, it looks like La Vega definitely knows that, Caden Roberts is a weapon on the ground because that time it looked like they had a couple spies on him. It almost looked like they dropped into a zone, but they played man on the outside. Definitely making sure Roberts doesn't tuck the ball there and set up a 4th down. Looks like Braylon Henry's got a chance to show off that leg here again.
Well, 2:45 and counting here in the 2nd quarter. Leopards down 28-13. Braylon Henry back out in punt formation, kind of not in no man's land. Too far back to go for it. So it'll be Henry back to punt. Snap is back. Henry puts his right foot into it. It's going to bounce at about the 7-yard line. Take a Leopard bounce inside the 5 where it'll be down right at the 5-yard line. So great job by Braylon Henry, giving the Leopards the defensive field position they need, trying to get into halftime, only down 28-13.
A terrific play there by Braylon. He noticed that La Vega didn't have anybody back. They basically had their punt safe, but they didn't even have a returner back. They played their base defense, and Braylon knew that. He didn't have to kick a high hanging punt. He just pushed it out there basically like you would like a knockdown 7-iron if you're trying to hit it into the wind. And the ball checked up right at about the 5-yard line. So great effort by Braylon. And again, those are hidden yards, Jared. Those yards, them starting off in their own side of the field, gives the Leopards an opportunity here to maybe get a turnover and get great field position.
Well, 2 timeouts for each team. Again, 2:19 here in the 2nd quarter. La Vega with it at their own 5-yard line. Jabalani Thornton hands it off to Roland. Nowhere to go. Jackson, Blackwell, Wyatt Jones doing a good job. Blackwell kind of getting some penetration at the point of attack and stopping Roland for maybe no gain. Maybe they're going to call it a gain of 1.
Yeah, we've seen it all year long. If you try to single block or base block Jackson Blackwell, he's going to defeat that block and make the play in the backfield. Wyatt Jones also there went through a double team to get penetration. So you're seeing the Leopard front right now really pin their ears back and try to get a big stop.
So 1:47 and counting. 2nd and 9 for the Pirates. Snap back. Thornton's going to fake it to Roland. Go out to the right side. Broken tackle by Jabari Thornton, and he's going to be drug out of bounds, but not before a huge gain and a big first down for La Vega as it gets all the way out to their own 43-yard line.
Yeah, Thornton to Thornton sounds like a law firm, but what a strike there by the quarterback, Thornton. Off his back foot, it was on a rope. That is a long throw for a high school quarterback, and it was on the money in time. So the coverage actually was decent there, but it was just a great throw and a good run after the catch.
And Carson Miller, only a sophomore, he's going to learn from this, but that's just a play where he can't go down. You just got to hold him up. Pirates work quickly, snap back. Thornton gets out of trouble early. He's going to turn the corner down the right side. Whistle's going to blow. He did step out right about midfield, so call it about a gain of 6 on first down.
Yeah, and you're seeing a theme so far in the first half is that Thornton, the first guy, isn't able to tackle Thornton. He's very elusive, extremely hard to tackle. He's got a low center of gravity, extremely quick. The Leopards are definitely going to have to wrap up in team tackle if they're going to try to slow him down tonight.
The more confidence he gets, the better he's going to get as this game goes on, and that's just going to spell a lot of trouble for Lorena. So 1:03 left to go here in the first half. La Vega leading 28-13 over Lorena. Second down and about 4 for La Vega. 2 receivers to either side. Bryson rolling in the backfield next to Jabalani Thornton. Thornton gets the snap back, rolling to his left. Now looks going to throw deep. He's got a man. That was number 22, Devontae Hilliard. Pass just out of his reach.
Yeah, great job there by Thornton. It was a little play-action bootleg to the La Vega sideline, to the wide side of the field. You had single coverage with Miller. Miller was in position to make a play, but there's another good throw on the run there by Thornton. It was a little inside. You want that throw outside the numbers so your receiver can actually guide out to it, but you're starting to see there, if La Vega gets a certain look, they're going to try to throw the deep ball.
So 55 seconds left to go in the half. Third and about 4 for La Vega. 2 receivers to either side for Thornton. Bryson rolling in the backfield. Snap back, going to be handoff to Rowland right up the middle. He's going to be hit right at the point of attack and then driven back. Not really sure. He's going to get a very favorable spot on this play. I mean, he was stopped right at midfield. They're going to mark it at the 48-yard line. Fortunate bounce for La Vega. It's going to bring up 4th and 1. I'm sure they're going to go for it here. Clock running, 35 seconds and counting.
Yeah, Lorena needs to be very careful here not to jump off sides. This would be a spot where you go a hard count too.
Snap back, Thornton coming to his left. He's across for the first down. Past the 45, down to the 43-yard line. First down, La Vega. 21 seconds left to go here in the first half. It looks like La Vega's going to call a timeout.
Thornton kind of got up a little hobbled there, Jared. He's jogging off now.
But, man, I don't like to harp on little things like spots. But, man, a very fortunate spot just had Thornton. All he had to do is kind of fall forward and pick up the first down. So timeout here at Willie Williams Stadium for an exciting ball game in the first half. Both teams moving the ball well, Billy. Just unfortunate miscues and interception and some untimely penalties for the Leopards have them down 28-13.
Yeah, I mean, and there's actually, not much has gone great for the Leopards here late in the second quarter, but you're starting to see defensively they're starting to be more gap sound. That inside running game isn't there like it was early in the game. Like, they're starting to adjust. They're starting to actually kind of settle into the game. But those big plays you spoke of, those can be backbreakers in a game like this, and it's definitely something they're going to want to clean up in the second half.
Well, one of the staples of this Lorena team over the years has been their ability to make adjustments at halftime. I have no reason to doubt that that'll still happen here tonight. So, but Leopards still got to get out of this half. 21 seconds left to go. Again, La Vega leading 28-13.
I mean, you have to think, Jared, here they're going to take at least one shot deep. So, the Leopards right now are showing they're not far off the ball.
Snap back. Thornton rolling to his right. Chased by Joey Irie. Passes to his younger brother, Jabari Thornton. He's going to be pushed out of bounds, but not before he picks up enough for a first down. He's pushed out right at the Lorena 30-yard line.
Yeah, and I can tell you, I'm really impressed by the arm talent for Thornton here for La Vega at quarterback. That was another really good throw. He can really spin it on time out to the sideline. Looked at the referees ruled him inbound, so it looks like La Vega's going to have to take another timeout.
Okay, so 15 seconds left to go, so La Vega will have to take their final timeout of the half. We'll go ahead and keep it right here. Want to remind everyone to stay tuned with us at halftime. We'll have a chance to watch the award-winning Lorena High School Marching Band. I believe they are putting their full marching show into effect tonight, so we'll definitely want to bring that to you, along with some scores from around the area, some halftime stats. Really, one of the great things having David Gibson join us in the booth tonight. David, no stranger to the microphone, so we'll have him jump on with us at half. Share some halftime stats and kind of what he's doing now. He was the voice of the Leopards for several years. Now enjoying some other things. So we want to talk to him about that. And, again, just catch up on those scores from around the area.
Absolutely. And if you haven't had a chance to watch us, I know we're on YouTube tonight. If this is your first maiden voyage, watch us at home. You're not going to want to miss the award-winning Leopard Band or the award-winning Legacy Drill Team. And both of those are definitely a treat that we get the privilege of watching every week. So definitely stay tuned. If you need to, go grab your snack and get back to the couch as fast as you can because you don't want to miss that.
So 15, and they actually have tenths on the scoreboard. 15.6 seconds left to go. Again, La Vega leading 28-13 over Lorena. It's homecoming here in Belle Meade tonight.
And I think it's important for Lorena here to stay in your lanes when you're going to rush Thornton. If you get out of your lanes, he's going to make you pay. So as you rush upfield as a Lorena defender, understand that you don't want to lose contain. Keep him in the middle, keep him contained, make him throw from the pocket here.
So 1st and 10 for the Pirates. Snap back. Thornton looking down the middle. He's going to pass is going to be thrown, going to be overthrown. He was attempted for Hilliard. La Vega fans wanting a flag there. I think just solid coverage from number 25 for the Leopards, Mason Walker.
Yeah, you saw Walker play great technique there. There was contact, but Walker actually had eyes at the ball, and he was playing the football just like his receiver. And the rule there is, if both guys are playing the ball, there can be contact as long as it doesn't impede the receiver. In that case, both guys were playing the football, so great no call there by the by the officiating crew here.
Well, it looked like Hilliard kind of backed into Mason Walker. So 2nd and 10. 10 seconds left to go here in the half. 2 receivers to either side for Thornton. Snap back. He's back to pass in the middle. No pressure. Now he's going to fire it outside. Big hit by Colin Hill is going to jar the ball loose, and that'll be incomplete. So a phenomenal hit from Colin Hill coming up to knock the ball out of the hands of Eric Hicks. And 2.5 seconds left to go here in the half.
Yeah, that was a little 5-yard out right there. The ball came out of Thornton's hands on time. It was a great throw. Hit the receiver right in the hands, but Colin Hill came with bad intentions and jarred the ball loose with a big hit. That is how you coach the cornerback position. When they catch the ball in front of you, come make a big play and separate the man from the football.
So this will be the last play of the half. Barring a penalty, snap back to Thornton, looking to throw. Pressure from Joey Irie. He's going to fire it to the corner. It's going to be caught by his brother. And we'll see if he gets in the end zone. He does. He dives across, and they're going to call it a touchdown. Leopard defense doing everything they could to stop him. Carson Miller, Justin Back just couldn't quite keep him out of the end zone. And the Pirates do the unthinkable. They score a touchdown on the final play of the first half.
Yeah, you got to tip your cap to La Vega's playmakers there. The quarterback Thornton threw a strike to his brother. His brother really, that was an effort touchdown by him because he was initially stopped short of the goal line. That was just basically his will. He wasn't going to be denied. And, again, that could be a backbreaker for the Leopards as they go into halftime. Definitely going to need to regroup here. They get the ball to start the second half and go down and get some points.
So Escovedo Almanza with the extra point. It's up and through. And so at the end of the first half, the Pirates with an absolute back-breaking touchdown to end the half. So they go into halftime leading 35-13. We'll take a commercial break and come back in a few minutes. You're listening to the Syntex Pond broadcast of Lorena Leopard football.
Since 1998, the guiding principle of Pecan Grove Funeral Home has been, through our door, your healing begins. With sincerity and pride, we thank our hometown families for the honor of serving the community for over 25 years. Pecan Grove Funeral Home's dedicated staff includes Lorena alumni as well as parents of current students that proudly support the Lorena Leopards.
Now more than ever, our schools must be welcoming and engaging, safe and secure. For nearly 40 years, True North Consulting Group has been helping school districts across the U.S. develop effective technology infrastructure, campus safety, and media-rich classroom systems. Our name, True North, says it all, and as we like to say, we didn't invent consulting, we just made it personal. True North is a friend to public education and a proud supporter of our Lorena Leopards. Today is a great day to celebrate the Leopard Way.
Are you ready to elevate your IT game, Central Texas? Look no further than Bastion IT Solutions, your trusted local IT experts. At Bastion, we're your go-to resource for small business IT needs. Whether it's hardware and software support, robust security, or streamlining your network, we've got you covered. Reach out today for a free consultation and let's give your business IT the boost it deserves. Bastion IT Solutions, your local IT partner. Visit our website at itbastion.com. That's Bastion IT Solutions, the Central Texas IT experts you can trust.
Welcome back into the Syntex Pond broadcast of Lorena Leopard football. We're going to step away from the headset right now, but you're going to have the chance to watch the award-winning Lorena High School Marching Band and their 2023 marching show.
Martin, Aiden Hope, and Cameron Hesse. And now performing part of their 2023 production of the Upside Down, the Lorena High School Marching Band. School Marching Band. Music, drill, and co-design contributors for this year's production include Damon Vela, Justin Vance, Kyle Popovic, Cameron Hesse, and Zach Alicia. Additional directors include Lauren Gwynn, Josh Pacheco, and Seth Knox. The directors would like to recognize Jomani Villarreal as the band member of the week. You've been hard at work helping out the Woodlands. Thank you for your dedication.
When storms damage your roof, there's only one place to call, and it's Montgomery Construction and Roofing. MCR offers detailed bids for affordable quality roof repair and replacement. Schedule your free inspection and make sure your damage is repaired right the first time. Our claim specialist can help walk you through filing an insurance claim for wind and hail, too.
Say goodbye to damaged roofs and yes to Montgomery Construction and Roofing. We roof Texas, and we are here to serve you.
1990 Lorena graduate and multi-year football letterman Grant Neal, owner of Pioneer Pest Control, proudly supports Lorena Athletics. Pioneer Pest Control has serviced the community and surrounding area since 2015. Pioneer Pest Control is proud to be your go-to partner for all your pest control needs. Call us at 254-421-8606 today for a free estimate. Once a Leopard, always a Leopard. Go Big Red.
H&M Landscape and Sprinkler is your one-stop shop for turning your dream vision for the environment outside of your home or business into a reality. From laying sod and installing sprinklers to the finer beautifying touches and year-round maintenance, H&M Landscape and Sprinkler can do it all. Whether you are looking to sell your home, attract more customers, or beautify your home to enjoy with family and friends, H&M Landscape and Sprinkler has the skill and expertise to get the job done just the way you want. Visit them online at hmlandscapeandsprinkler.com or call 254-732-6818. That's H&M Landscape and Sprinkler. Syntex Pond boasts the highest quality customer service in the pond business. Syntex Pond loans more than the competition and has great retail prices on used goods. With locations in Waco, Temple, and now Hewitt, Syntex Pond is there when you need them. Visit 801 East Waco Drive in Waco or 1402 West Adams Avenue in Temple and the brand new location at 520 North Hewitt Drive. Customer service, higher loans, and great retail prices. That's Syntex Pond.
For over 40 years, CF Supply Inc. has been serving the interior commercial construction industry needs of Texas. We are a quality supplier of drywall, metal framing, Armstrong acoustical ceilings, joint compound, and commercial wood and metal door openings. We are also a proud distributor of major brands such as Armstrong Ceiling Systems, Schlage, Von Duprin, Sargent, Corbin Russwin, and LCN. Contact CF Supply Inc. today for all of your interior construction needs. You'll find us online at cfsupplyinc.com. Build with CF Supply.
For a limited time only, Jesse Britt's Automotive is offering a synthetic blend oil change for only $25.99. Plus, get a free tire rotation, free brake check, free alignment check, and a 22-point inspection. Jesse Britt's Automotive, discounting your prices, not your service. For a limited time only, Jesse Britt's Automotive is offering a computerized alignment for only $49.99. Plus, get a free tire rotation and free visual brake inspection. Jesse Britt's Automotive, discounting your prices, not your service.
You don't need me to tell you that our little ones grow up so fast, but look at these pictures, each one beautifully crafted by Aurora Henry Photography to capture life's special memories so that Lorena families will have them for life. From your newborns to your newlyweds, Aurora Henry Photography will create, capture, and preserve life's most special moments with your loved ones and turn them into memories made for a lifetime. Schedule your 30, 60, or 90-minute session today with Aurora Henry Photography on Facebook or Instagram, or call 254-723-2890. Aurora Henry Photography.
Do you know that your dream home could be just one call away? At BAM Builders, we believe that you deserve your ideal home. That's why we rely on quality, experience, and transparency to give you exactly that. Since 2015, we have been utilizing the highest quality materials and the most professional team to ensure exceptional construction of your custom home. So, give us a call at 254-716-9987 or visit our website, builtbybam.com. Your dream home awaits at BAM Builders.
Need extra storage space? Ideal Self Storage has what you need. Locally owned and operated with many convenient locations in Central Texas, we offer climate-controlled and drive-up units and now proudly offer boat and RV storage as well. Rent from the convenience of your home or on the go. Our website makes it easy to make payments, rent or reserve your space, or update account information. For peace of mind, we offer state-of-the-art camera and gate systems, smart units that alert you to motion in your space, and responsive on-site managers. Visit us online at idealstorage.com or come by one of our many locations to grab your storage space today.
Some of the best breakfast and lunch is now just 5 minutes away from Leopard Field. Flavor on 35 has a new restaurant in the Lorena Plaza by Jack and Jill's Donuts. Enjoy a multitude of items from breakfast burritos and tacos to elotes and hot sandwiches. Come visit the mastermind Brandon Thompson and the rest of the crew as they are open Tuesday through Sunday for breakfast and lunch. Enjoy the best food in Lorena at Flavor on 35. Available for pickup, dine-in, or delivery. Order online at flavoron35.com.
Since 1998, the guiding principle of Pecan Grove Funeral Home has been, through our door, your healing begins. With sincerity and pride, we thank our hometown families for the honor of serving the community for over 25 years. Pecan Grove Funeral Home's dedicated staff includes Lorena alumni as well as parents of current students that proudly support the Lorena Leopards.
Welcome back into the Syntex Pond broadcast of Lorena Leopard football. It's halftime here between the Pirates and the Leopards. La Vega with a 35-13 lead as the La Vega homecoming court is announced on the field. Told you before the game we have the distinct privilege of having David Gibson sit in handling stats for us tonight. He now joins us. David, you had some really interesting things that you noticed but when keeping the stats in the first half. What did you see?
Yeah, one of the things about just focusing on stats only, you see the trends that maybe you don't catch when you're looking at the field. But just one interesting note, 6 minutes left there in the second quarter. Lorena has the ball, a chance to go down and make it a one-score game and basically get back on serve as they get the ball to start the second half. Unfortunately, that drive stalled with a penalty, and then they ended up with a punt. And then a couple of drives there by La Vega, and particularly their one right there at the half to put 14 unanswered points on the board and create that margin that we see at halftime, 35-13. But, you know, really a game of, Jared, of two quarters. Lorena in the first quarter, 19 yards on their opening drive, and then 50 yards on their second drive, and another 50 or so on the third drive. Both of those second and third drives resulting in touchdowns. And then, but you flip to the second quarter. 3 drives times did Lorena touch the ball. The first 2 went for minus 16 yards. Finally, 28 yards on that final drive, but it didn't net any points. Ended up in a punt. And you look at La Vega, 4 consecutive drives there to end their offensive possessions, all ending up in the end zone. And that right now is really the difference in the ball game.
Really, that 95-yard touchdown drive at the end, of course, scoring with no time left on the clock in the first half, just kind of a back-breaking way to end the half for the Leopards. So, and I think you kind of mentioned it. Caden Roberts having a great first quarter, both rushing the ball. He only had to throw it, I think, once, but they're in the second half just not able to get anything going. So the Leopards definitely need to do something to get him back on track in the second half.
Yeah, you look at those first quarter stats it was interesting. At the end of the first quarter, let me see if I can get to that real quick. End of the first quarter, La Vega's passing stats. Let me pull it up. They had basically, I think if I'm remembering right, they had 9 yards passing in the first quarter. If you look, though, at the second quarter, they ended up with 179 yards and 2 touchdowns in the air. So Lorena did a nice job in the first quarter of sort of containing that passing game. But, man, they got loose in the second quarter. And Thornton, the Thornton to Thornton connection really was a huge difference. Looking on the receiving end, you got the Jabari Thornton, is that it?
Yeah, Jabari Thornton, the younger brother.
Right, 5 receptions, 179 yards and 2 TDs, and all of that in the second quarter. So he obviously just a huge difference maker there.
Yeah, and I think it just we talk about the penalties being huge killers, turnovers as well. So something that the Leopards are going to need to do, because even in some of those drives in the second quarter, they were kind of killed with some penalties, and then the drop pass by Braylon Henry. So just something that the Leopards are going to need to fix in the first half. Billy, just kind of talking about briefly, really a kind of a tale of two quarters. David kind of highlighted how Lorena with 3 drives really resulting in 12 yards of total offense, while La Vega had 4 straight drives that resulted in touchdowns. 2 of those over 70-yard drives, one of those being the 95-yard drive to end the half.
Yeah, I mean, it really, if we spoke about it during the break, but really this is kind of a textbook way that you can lose on the road, right? Costly penalties, a turnover, and giving up big plays there on offense. That, the big one, obviously the 4th down touchdown they had, it was 4th and 20+, and then you had the touchdown there at the end of the first half. That's a 14-point swing. That can be really, really, really deflating for a team. But I will say this: Lorena has the opportunity to get the ball here at the beginning of the first half. They can cut the lead to 2 possessions, get right back in the game, get a stop, and then go down and score, and then we have a ball game again. So this is a great test for Lorena, right? Like, this is leading into district play. They're behind. This is a good team. La Vega is hungry. You can tell they came out. They wanted to get off the 2-game losing streak. So it's a great opportunity for Lorena to respond in a harsh environment.
Billy, did anything change that you saw from the first to the second quarter? Roland, in the first quarter, Roland really did most of the damage, 10 rushes for 106 yards, 2 TDs. In the second quarter, that's when Jabari Thornton got loose for 179 yards receiving, 5 receptions, 2 touchdowns. Anything changed from that you saw that resulted from them going from strictly off rushing to passing?
Yeah, absolutely. I think Coach DeLeon made a great adjustment there and actually brought some numbers into the box. So Lorena started outnumbering La Vega at the point of attack. La Vega's coaching staff saw that, and they kind of put the Lorena secondary on island. And what you saw is Thornton really take advantage of that as elusiveness, because Lorena's gotten pressure on him, and he's moved in the pocket. Like, all the things you want to see from a defensive coordinator from that aspect is happening. But Lorena's really going to have to pick their poison, because, if you're going to load the box, you have to play. You're going to leave your secondary on an island, and La Vega definitely made Lorena pay for that. So it's a great point, David. Great adjustment. But I do expect Coach DeLeon to have a wrinkle up his sleeve. Lorena's been known to make great second-half adjustments. We've seen it all year long.
And, Jared, just one final stat here to kind of show the difference between the first and second quarters. First quarter rushing for Lorena, 12 rushes for 107 yards. Second quarter, 8 rushes for 37 yards. So just, again, success in the first quarter. They need to find that again there in the start of the half.
Most definitely. We want to say an extra special thanks to Pecan Grove Funeral Home for sponsoring the game stats this year. Pecan Grove Funeral Home, through our door, your healing begins. May seem like the Leopards are going to need Pecan Grove Funeral Home services here in this ball game, but if we know anything about Lorena Leopard football, they will make the proper adjustments at halftime and really attempt to come back to life here in the second half. Yeah,
Jared, we actually saw a coffin corner kick over there by Braylon in the second quarter, which also applies to the Pecan Grove. But yeah, I mean, I look again. We follow this Lorena team. We know these kids. We know the coaching staff. They were up against a buzzsaw here in the first half against La Vega. This was a very hungry La Vega team that came out. I was talking to some fans here at halftime that were downstairs, and they said this is a different La Vega team than they've seen all year, that they're throwing the ball more. They seem to be more confident, explosive. You may actually see this is kind of a La Vega's been coming together, gelling as a program, and this may be the game that are coming out party. But I'm super confident Lorena's going to have some adjustments, and they're going to come back fighting.
To make sure that this game doesn't get any further out of hand. So I think I kind of appreciate seeing that fire in both of those young men. The rest of this Leopard defense, look for them to rebound in the second half and try to get back into this ball game.
Absolutely. That's a great point, Jared. Leadership has a bunch of different hats, right? You have your coaching staff, you have your captains, but also that's a great illustration of that. Leadership personifies it's where, you hold each other accountable in a productive way. To make sure that, hey, I'm accountable, you be accountable. It's not a blow assignment. Let's get it together. And I love to see that from a program.
Well, I tell you what, there's a couple minutes left to go here in halftime. The homecoming festivities winding down. David, thank you so much for filling in tonight, doing the stats. We certainly appreciate it. And extra special thanks to Pecan Grove Funeral Home. We'll take another commercial break. When we come right back, we will be ready for the kickoff to the second half of the Leopards and the Pirates. Again, La Vega leading 35-13. This is the Syntex Pawn broadcast of Lorena Leopard football.
Now more than ever, our schools must be welcoming and engaging, safe and secure. For nearly 40 years, True North Consulting Group has been helping school districts across the U.S. develop effective technology infrastructure, campus safety, and media-rich classroom systems. Our name, True North, says it all, and as we like to say, we didn't invent consulting, we just made it personal. True North is a friend to public education and a proud supporter of our Lorena Leopards. Today is a great day to celebrate the Leopard way.
Are you ready to elevate your IT game, Central Texas? Look no further than Bastion IT Solutions, your trusted local IT experts. At Bastion, we're your go-to resource for small business IT needs. Whether it's hardware and software support, robust security, or streamlining your network, we've got you covered. Reach out today for a free consultation and let's give your business IT the boost it deserves. Bastion IT Solutions, your local IT partner. Visit our website at itbastion.com. That's Bastion IT Solutions, the Central Texas IT experts you can trust.
When storms damage your roof, there's only one place to call, and it's Montgomery Construction and Roofing. MCR offers detailed bids for affordable quality roof repair and replacement. Schedule your free inspection and make sure your damage is repaired right the first time. Our claim specialist can help walk you through filing an insurance claim for wind and hail, too.
Say goodbye to damaged roofs and yes to Montgomery Construction and Roofing. We roof Texas, and we are here to serve you.
Welcome back into the Syntex Palm broadcast of Lorena Leopard football. Both teams out of their respective run-through tunnels. Again, La Vega leading 35-13. Leopards will get this kickoff to start the third quarter. Billy, what do you think we need to see here from Lorena?
Yeah, I think if you're Lorena, we spoke about it pregame, but control what you can control, right? Minimize the penalties, but let's really lean on the run game. But I think you need to look at La Vega's defensive fronts and secondary specifically, because La Vega's showing them a too high safety look. Anytime they get that look, Lorena's getting 6 to 8 yards a carry. Anytime those safeties walk in the box, then you have opportunities on the perimeter to throw the ball. And I think that's definitely something Coach Peavy-House has probably noticed. Those adjustments have probably already been made, but I look for the second half that to be something Lorena capitalizes on.
Again, our special thanks to CF Supply for the scoreboard sponsorship this year. CF Supply, build with CF Supply. Also, the H&M Landscape and Sprinkler ticker. Call H&M for all of your landscape and sprinkler needs. Pioneer Pest Control, your go-to partner for all your pest control needs.
And a big thanks to True North Consulting for our replay sponsor as well. But you know, Jared, there's two halves for football, right? There's two halves to every football game. There's a reason for that. Lorena came out. They're already on the field ready to receive the kickoff. It looks like they're ready to go. I'm sure the conversation at halftime was fairly constructive. So they look like they got a little bounce in the step. I'm excited to see how they respond. Again, this is a great tune-up for district. They're they're overcoming it, or they're going to have to overcome some adversity here, being down 22 points on the road against La Vega, a very talented La Vega team at their homecoming. But as a coach, you know, this is what you want. You want to see your program in a situation like this to see how they respond.
Well, the Leopards have had a lot of success on the kickoff returns tonight, so we'll see if they have any other tricks up their sleeve and see if they can get some good field position to start here in the second half. So it'll be Giovanni Escoveda Almanza with it on the tee. We'll see if he tries that pooch kick attempt once again as we are ready to get started here in the third quarter. The pooch kick is going to be taken by Jackson Generals at the 20-yard line. He's going to hand it off to Colin Hill, who's going to take it, get across the 25-yard line before he's going to be driven down at about the 28-yard line. Play kind of took a little bit longer to develop than I think most folks would have liked, but the Leopards with decent field position on the first drive of the third quarter.
Yeah, that's a tough play to execute. They're trying to basically run like a little reverse look off the kickoff where, Carazal's hands off to Colin Hill going the opposite direction. But the ball was placed perfectly to the numbers, and that short side of the field, great execution by the kickoff team there. It really kind of renders that technique a little mute because the whole kickoff team's on that side of the field.
So it'll be 1st and 10 for the Leopards at their own, call it 28-yard line. Caden Roberts in the pistol formation, Braylon Henry behind him. Two receivers to the left, to the right, one to the left. Henry takes the handoff going to the left, wide side of the field, breaks one tackle, falls across the 30 for about a gain of, I call it 4 on first down.
Yeah, Jared, I don't think we've seen a run all year where Braylon Henry went backwards whenever he got to the point of attack. That's another great example of that. That play was defended extremely well by La Vega. They strung it out to the wide side of the field, but Braylon just lowered his shoulder and got almost 4 yards there. So great effort there by Braylon Henry, set up a second and medium.
Second down for the Leopards. 2 receivers to the right, 1 to the left for Caden Roberts. Brock Cool as an H-back comes in motion. Handoff to Henry coming right. Behind, block from Wyatt Jones. Huge hole for Braylon Henry. He's going to cross the 40-yard line all the way out to the 43, and a big Jesse Britt Automotive first down.
Yeah, I really like what I'm seeing on the Leopard offense there in that series. A great play call. Braylon Henry, a nice patient run. He hit to the hole. It wasn't quite there. He let the plays develop, and a nice first down run, or a second down run for a first down there by Braylon.
So Leopards moving the ball on this opening drive of the third quarter. It'll be 1st and 10 from their own 43-yard line. 2 receivers to either side for Caden Roberts. Brock Cool now comes in motion as the tight end. Snap back to, it's going to be a play-action pass over the middle to Colin Hill. Fooled me, Billy, and Hill drops the pass. I think that's one he'll want to have back.
Yeah, I mean, that's a great call by Coach Peavyhouse. I really love that scheme. It looked similar to like an RPO look, but the quarterback actually wasn't out on the perimeter. It looked like he had a run-pass option there, either to hand it off or throw it. He had the perfect read there. Hill was open. The ball was on time. Hill just kind of alligator arm it there. That's definitely one he'll want to have back. But I think the Leopards may come back to that later in the game because that was definitely there.
So 2nd and 10 for Lorena. 2 receivers to the right, 1 to the left. Brock Cool comes in motion. Snap back to Caden Roberts. Handoff to Braylon Henry. Makes the first man miss right up the middle. He made Tavarian Brown miss. And it's going to be a solid pickup from Braylon Henry all the way out to almost midfield. Looks like it'll be spotted at the 49.
Another good, really good patient run there by Braylon Henry. La Vega had a defender on block at the point of attack about 3 yards deep in the Leopard backfield. Braylon made a miss and got a positive gain.
So call it about 3rd and 4 for the Leopards. 2 receivers to the right, 1 to the left. Brock Cool again at the H-back, slides across. Snap back, handoff to Braylon Henry coming right up the middle. Henry puts his head down, falls forward across the 46 to the 45-yard line, and a big Jesse Britt Automotive first down.
I really love that scheme by Lorena. That's like almost like a delayed handoff. Braylon's getting the ball, and he's not running downhill. He's letting the blocks develop, and he actually cut off the block from the guard and center scoop block, which is the double team. Hit basically wherever the defensive tackle goes, he went the opposite direction. That play is going to be tough to defend.
So 9:43 and counting. 1st and 10 for the Leopards in La Vega territory. Ball spotted at the 45-yard line. 3 receivers to the left. Snap back up to Henry up the middle. He makes one man miss. Now makes 3 La Vega defenders miss. Just kind of squats down, ducks underneath, pushes forward across the right side, across the 40, down to about the 38-yard line.
Yeah, I mean, it seemed like it's on repeat here, but, Braylon Henry there, another good patient run, got into the hole. It was well defended. He basically did a jump cut, jump stop similar to basketball and completely redirected and got a positive gain.
So a pickup of about 7 on first down. 2nd and 3 for the Leopards. 3 receivers to the left, 1 to the right. Snap back, going to be a draw play to Braylon Henry. Makes the first man miss, dives forward. He'll be close. I guess we're going to call it no gain, maybe a pickup of 2. It'll bring up about a 3rd and 1.
Yeah, the Leopards really leaning heavy on that inside running game right now. A good, strong run by Braylon, set up a 3rd and short.
Leopards working quickly. Roberts with the snap back, throws it down the field for Colin Hill. Out of bounds. And it falls incomplete. And that'll bring up a 4th down and 1 for the Leopards. And you got to think this is 4-down territory, Billy.
Yeah, it appeared that Caden Roberts thought that the La Vega front had jumped off sides, and it appeared that they were in the neutral zone, and possibly they got back in time. I think that's why you saw that throw. You typically see that if you think you have a free play.
So Leopards in a huddle. 8:35 to go in the third quarter. La Vega leading 35-13. Braylon Henry in the Wildcat formation. Snap back. Following behind Seth DeVerner, Jackson Blackwell, and others. And Henry's going to be across the marker for the first down, and another Jesse Britt Automotive first down to the 31-yard line.
Yeah, good strong run there by Braylon Henry. Strong run there at the point of attack. It was well blocked, and you like to see him keeping his head down and moving the chains.
Tristan Williams in there on that jumbo package as well. Henry picks up another first down as the Leopards are moving the ball. 8:08 and counting here in the third quarter, down 35-13. 2 receivers to either side for Caden Roberts in the pistol formation with Braylon Henry behind him. Roberts back to pass, looking deep. He's got a man, and it's going to be intercepted again by Hilliard, who's got a lot of room coming back. He's going to run out of bounds at the 20-yard line, and just a great play from Devontae Hilliard as he stepped in front of a Jackson Generals who had a for sure touchdown catch to make the interception, and just a really disappointing way to end that drive.
Yeah, it's another big play by Hilliard. That's his second interception on the night. Another great job by him by jumping that route and making the interception.
I think that's one of those things where he's undercutting the route, but Caden Roberts has got to see that sooner and kind of put that ball over the outside shoulder kind of deep for his receiver to give him a chance to make the catch. So La Vega takes over at their own 20-yard line, snap back to Thornton. He hands it off to Jabari Rowland, coming right, makes a couple of guys miss. Now comes upfield. He will be tackled, but not before he picks up enough for a first down across the 30 to about the 33-yard line. Looks like we may have a flag down, so we'll hold everything.
Jared, we spoke about at pregame how explosive this Pirate backfield is, and we've seen that play out today. Rowland, when he gets his foot planted in the ground, he can really get upfield quickly.
Look like an illegal formation against the Pirates, so that'll back them up 5 yards. So fortunate play for the Leopards. So it'll be 1st and 15 from about the 16-yard line for La Vega. Snap back, same play. Hand off to Rowland coming right. Lots of running room. Tackled by Alex Martinez, but not before he has almost enough for a first down as he crosses the 30-yard line.
Yeah, that's just a really inside run right off the right side guard there for La Vega. And big gain there for La Vega. They're getting a lot of room inside to run the ball well again.
So 2nd and 2. This time Thornton keeps it. He's going to get past Caleb Carrizales running down the right sideline. Sidesteps Jackson Generals, jumps out of a tackle, and Jabari Thornton is going to take it all the way in for the La Vega touchdown.
Yeah, I mean, that's a really good run there by Thornton. We've seen it all night. When he gets into open field, he can really separate himself from the rest of the defenders. Really nice job there by La Vega getting the turnover, going right down the field and translating it into points and just increasing their lead here. So, Lorena's definitely now they're behind the 8 ball, but there's a lot of football left to play. We'll see how Lorena responds to this next drive.
So kind of a 14-point swing there on the turnover and the subsequent La Vega touchdown. Giovanni Escoveda Almanza set to attempt the extra point. Snap is down, kick is up and good. And just like that, the Pirates now lead 42-13. 7:06 left to go here in the third quarter. We'll take a commercial break and come right back. This is the Syntex Pond broadcast of Lorena Leopard football.
1990 Lorena graduate and multi-year football letterman Grant Neal, owner of Pioneer Pest Control, proudly supports Lorena athletics. Pioneer Pest Control has serviced the community and surrounding area since 2015. Pioneer Pest Control is proud to be your go-to partner for all your pest control needs. Call us at 254-421-8606 today for a free estimate. Once a leopard, always a leopard. Go Big Red.
Welcome back into the Syntex Pond broadcast of Lorena Leopard football. The Pioneer Pest Control drive summary, Billy. 3 plays, 79 yards, highlighted by the 71-yard touchdown run from Jabalani Thornton.
Yeah, I mean, those are basically Madden numbers when you play a video game. I mean, La Vega right now, everything seems to be clicking on offense. And what you really want to see if you're a Leopard fan from the rest of this game is how they respond, right? Like, how are they going to respond to this adversity? Because you have a La Vega team right now playing in front of a packed house, really hitting on all cylinders. The turnovers and penalties are going to put you behind the 8 ball anyway, but I think La Vega's playing their best game of the year so far.
It's now 8 rushes, 114 yards, and 2 touchdowns for the senior Jabalani Thornton. Our special thanks to Pecan Grove Funeral Home for sponsoring all the game stats this year. So Escoveda Almanza set to kick off for the Pirates. He's going to kick the pooch kick. This time he's going to drive it deep. Colin Hill's going to catch it. Correction, Jackson Generals is going to catch it. He's going to fake the end around this time, coming back to the middle. A lot of room to run across the 30, 35-40, 45-50. Cuts back, across midfield, and he's going to be driven out of bounds across the La Vega 45, down at about the 43-yard line. And Billy, I think we kind of expected that. This time they won't, faked the reverse. Generals keeps it and gets the huge kickoff return for the Leopards.
Yeah, you saw La Vega there really, in the previous kickoff, that he handed it to Colin Hill. You saw La Vega really converge on Colin Hill there because he's a dangerous weapon with the ball in his hands. But that time Jackson, from his old quarterback days, almost similar to zone read, pulled it and had a really nice run out to the La Vega 43-yard line.
37-yard return for Generals. Gets the ball inside La Vega territory for Caden Roberts in this Leopard offense. First play snap back to Braylon Henry right up the middle. Henry running hard, going to pick up about 8 yards on first down. Wyatt Jones driving his defensive lineman 30 yards down the field.
Yeah, Wyatt Jones almost looked like he was in a pass pattern there. Another good run there by Braylon Henry inside. Great body lean.
So 2nd and 1 for the Leopards. Leopards working quickly. Huge blocks on the left side. Henry slips down right at the line of scrimmage. He's going to be tackled by Tamarian Brown for no game. Correction, Tamarian Brown.
Yeah, Tamarian Brown is very similar to Jackson Blackwell on the Lorena side. He's not, if you're going to try to single base block him, he has not been able to be blocked by one guy all night long. He's been a big issue for Lorena in the middle of their defense. They're definitely going to want to put a double team on him and try to get up to that next level.
So 3rd and 2 for the Leopards. Ball spotted at the La Vega 35-yard line. 2 receivers to the right, 1 to the left for Caden Roberts. Brock Cool comes in motion from his H-back position. Snap back, handoff to Braylon Henry right behind the pulling guard. Henry through the La Vega defense, still on his feet, down inside the 20. Running hard, Braylon Henry is going to be wrestled out of bounds, but not before he picks up a big Jesse Britt Automotive first down.
Yeah, it's just really an off-tackle inside zone. It was the inside zone that he bounced outside.
Henry down on the play, Billy. He's going to have to limp off. Looked like something happened right at the end of that play. Leopard center Tyler Walkendorf over to help him up, but Henry definitely feeling it after that long run down. Leopards now with the ball inside the ideal self-storage red zone. A 25-yard rush for Braylon Henry on that big 3rd down.
Yeah, I counted 6 La Vega's defenders that tried to tackle him on that play, and I'm not sure those 6 actually made him, actually took him to the ground. I think the sideline eventually is what stopped the forward progress.
So 1st and goal right at the 10-yard line for the Leopards. 2 receivers to the left, 2 to the right. Now Henry's going to split out wide to the left, still hobbling a little bit. Caden Roberts, quarterback draw all the way, going to the right. He's going to cross the 5-yard line, puts his head down, dives across, and going to be knocked out of bounds at about the 4-yard line.
Yeah, that was basically they'll pumped a little screen pass or a swing route there to Braylon Henry. It drew the eyes of the La Vega defense, but La Vega was actually looking for that. Just another really good run there by Caden Roberts to get to the edge and get inside the 5-yard line.
So 2nd and goal for the Leopards. 4:51 and counting left to go in the 3rd quarter. Leopards down 42-13 to La Vega. 2nd and goal, jumbo package in for Lorena. Braylon Henry behind the Wildcat package. He's going to break it back out to the left and jump into the end zone for a big Bam Builders touchdown. Touchdown, Braylon Henry. Touchdown, Lorena Leopards.
Yeah, great block there at the point of attack by Brock Cool that sprung Braylon to the edge. And once he got outside the containment, there was no one there to account for him. Really great response there by the Lorena offense. Obviously things didn't go well to opening a series for them on offense with the turnover and then the subsequent touchdown by La Vega. But you really like what you see there as a Lorena fan. They came right back, picked themselves up, and made this a 3-possession game again.
James Webb on to attempt the extra point for the Leopards. Snaps back low. Jackson Generals calls fire, throws it, and it's going to be caught by, is that Alex Martinez?
Yes, sir, it is.
All right, Alex Martinez makes the catch with the low snap. Generals couldn't handle it, picked it up, wheeled out on the kind of what they call the fire, and finds Alex Martinez in the end zone for the 2-point conversion. So the Leopards get a couple more back, now trail 42-21.
Yeah, obviously Jackson was the quarterback at Lorena last year. He definitely showed his skills there. He's at his best when the play breaks down. And a nice job there by Martinez of getting his hands on the ball and making the catch, because that was the ball he caught in traffic.
So with 4:36 left to go in the 3rd quarter, Leopards cut the deficit to 21. Now lead down 42-21. We'll take a quick commercial break and come right back. This is the Syntex Palm broadcast of Lorena Leopard football.
H&M Landscape and Sprinkler is your one-stop shop for turning your dream vision for the environment outside of your home or business into a reality. From laying sod and installing sprinklers to the finer beautifying touches and year-round maintenance, H&M Landscape and Sprinkler can do it all. Whether you are looking to sell your home, attract more customers, or beautify your home to enjoy with family and friends, H&M Landscape and Sprinkler has the skill and expertise to get the job done just the way you want. Visit them online at hmlandscapeandsprinkler.com or call 254-732-6818. That's H&M Landscape and Sprinkler.
Welcome back in, 42-21. Leopards down, but showing some fight. James Webb with the ball on the tee for the Leopards. Little pooch kick down the left sideline for James Webb. It's going to be caught. Looks like that is number 12 for La Vega. Trayson Richardson on the return. La Vega will have good field position at about their own 35-yard line.
Hey, great job of execution there by Webb of the pooch kick, and we also saw him playing drums at halftime for the award-winning Lorena Leopard band. So, you know, he's a jack of all trades tonight, really executing well on his side of the ball.
Well, Billy, with 4.5 minutes left to go in the third quarter, Leopards down 3 touchdowns, but certainly not out of it. But if they're going to come back in this ball game, the defense has got to get a stop right now.
Yeah, I mean, that's the thing, and that's easier said than done with this La Vega group. They've really come with a great game plan, and they're executed so far. But a stop on this drive is almost a must at this point.
So Thornton, the snap back, he's going to hand it off to Rowland, coming left, comes around the end. Good job by Bryson Rowland. Colin Hill coming up from his cornerback spot to make the tackle, but not before Rowland picks up about 5 yards on first down.
Yeah, you know, Taverner there actually set the edge decent, but Rowland was able to get outside of him. Once he got outside of him, it was nothing but green grass. But great job there by Colin Hill, conversion on the ball and preventing an even bigger play.
Hill's certainly doing everything he can on defense tonight to try to slow down this Pirate running and passing attack. So 2nd and 5 from the 41-yard line. 2 receivers to the right, 1 to the left for Jabulani Thornton. Snap back. He's going to hand it to Bryson Rowland, who cuts back up the middle, makes a man miss. He's going to dive across for a first down all the way out to the La Vega 48-yard line.
Yeah, and what you're seeing is Jabulani really running that zone read great. He was reading that the whole way. He waited for the Lorena end and linebackers to flow out, and he gave the ball inside. And again, once Rowland gets his foot in the ground, he can get upfield north and south extremely quickly. I think Lorena may have to go back to, loading the box up a little bit to slow down this La Vega running game.
Justin back, Caden Arp in the middle for the Leopard defense. Handoff right up the middle. Going to be hog-tied and brought down for no gain by Seth Taverner. Just doing a great job crashing the middle from his defensive end position.
Yeah, it was a great play there by Seth Taverner. You know, he defeated the block, got inside, and then obviously after the tackle, if you're listening at home, he pointed to the sky. No doubt a reference to his recently passed dad.
So 2nd and 10 for the Pirates. 2 receivers to the left, 1 to the right for Jabulani Thornton. H-back right in front of him. Bryson Rowland now moves in motion to his right. Snap back to Thornton. He's going to run a speed option to the right. Going to keep it held up by Wyatt Jones. And it'll be a minimal gain. Call it 3 on 2nd down. Great job by the Leopard defense in their pursuit of Jabulani Thornton.
Yeah, I mean, that's an impressive defensive play there by Lorena because you don't really see the option look very much more in the modern construct of offenses in high school, but that was played to perfection. You know, you had Taverner string it out, and Wyatt Jones ran it down from the backside. That is textbook how you defend the speed option.
So 3rd and 7 coming up, a big Lorena Dental 3rd down. Leopards would love to get a stop here and get off the field. 2:19 and counting. Again, down 42-21 to La Vega here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I'd like to see Lorena get aggressive here.
2 receivers to the left, 1 to the right for Thornton. Bryson Rowland to his right in the shotgun. Snap back a little bit low. Going to be a screen pass. The ball's going to be dropped. Thornton picks it back up, flag down. Not sure what is going on. Jackson Generals is going to come up from his corner position, free safety rather, and drive Thornton out of bounds. And who knows what we're going to see here, Billy.
Yeah, I mean, I kind of I think we spoke to it last week about the kind of an anomalous play. That ball hit the turf off the snap. Quarterback picked it up, tried to make a play. It looked like La Vega was trying to set up a screen play that Lorena had sniffed out. Quarterback then dropped the ball again, picked it up, and tried to run it. Broke about 3 tackles before he was hurtled out of bounds. Definitely an interesting-looking play from a perspective. But, hey, it's high school football. It's Friday Night Lights. You know, it's one of the exciting parts about it.
Looked like either an illegal motion or some sort of – I think it was an illegal motion against La Vega.
I feel like the La
Kevin
Vega
Johnson declines the penalty, obviously.
Yeah, I feel like the La Vega band probably should have been playing the Benny Hill theme to that one because that was just kind of discombobulated from the beginning.
So that's going to bring up – I believe it's going to be 4th down. The down should count. Yeah, you're looking at 4th and long. Call it 20. La Vega in punt formation. I think for the first time tonight, if I'm not mistaken. Snaps back to Jabalani Thornton doing the punting duties for the Pirates. Ball's going to be caught by Jackson Generals at the 32-yard line. He's going to dive forward across the 35 and be tackled at about the 38-yard line where the Leopards will take over. 1st and 10, 1:44 left to go here in the third quarter. Lorena down 42-21, and Billy, the Leopards got what they needed. They got the defensive stop, now looking to try to go back on offense and score one more time.
Yeah, if you're looking at the game plan of how you get back in a game like this, it's exactly right. You go down and you score a touchdown, get a defensive stop. They've got great field position here out there on 38-yard line. Go down here, get another score, and then you're right back in it, and that's exactly where you want to be. In a game that seems like everything has gone against you, you're right back here in it.
So 2 receivers to the right, 1 to the left for Caden Roberts. Now Brock Cool comes in motion as the H-back. Snap back. Handoff's going to be to Caleb Carrizales this time. Carrizales over the right side with a nice gain on first down, call it about 6 yards.
Yeah, and you're starting to see the Wyatt Jones and the Leopard front. They're starting to kind of get some pancakes here and there. You start to see them. They're starting to lean a little bit on this La Vega defensive front. As the game goes on, that could definitely be a factor if Lorena can score here and keep it close. Because that line of scrimmage is definitely starting to move in Lorena's favor.
Still a lot of time with about a minute 18 left to go in the third quarter, so Leopards still content to run the ball. 2nd and about 5. 2 receivers to the right, 1 to the left. Now Brock Cool goes back in motion as the H-back. Fake the handoff to Carrizales. Caden Roberts rolling right. Now he's going to tuck it and run. Makes a man miss, dives across the midfield and down to about the 48-yard line, and a big Jesse Britt Automotive first down.
Yeah, great play design there by Coach Peavy House. Expecting a man look. They ran a play-action bootleg to the short side of the field. La Vega was actually in a man look, but nobody seemed to be open, so Caden Roberts did what he should have done and got a first down, lowered his head, so first down Leopards.
2 receivers to the left, 1 to the right for Roberts. Caleb Carrizales in the backfield. Handoff to Caleb. He's running left. Nowhere to really go. He's going to dive forward maybe for a gain of 1 on first down. Clock's going to go under 30 seconds here left to go in the third quarter.
Yeah, I think what you want to see there from Carrizales is him to get north and south a little sooner. The Leopards are getting the majority of their yards in between the tackles, so I think that La Vega team speed on defense really shines when you try to get out to the perimeter. I think the most of the meat on the bone left for Lorena in the running game right now is in between those tackles.
So the Leopards are content to let the clock run out here at the end of the third quarter. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. So at the end of 3 quarters, score is now La Vega 42, Lorena 21. We'll take a commercial break and come right back for the 4th and final quarter of this ball game. You're listening to the Syntex Pond broadcast of Lorena Leopard football.
Syntex Pond boasts the highest quality customer service in the pond business. Syntex Pond loans more than the competition and has great retail prices on used goods. With locations in Waco, Temple, and now Hewitt, Syntex Pond is there when you need them. Visit 801 East Waco Drive in Waco or 1402 West Adams Avenue in Temple, and the brand new location at 520 North Hewitt Drive. Customer service, higher loans, and great retail prices. That's Syntex Pond.
For over 40 years, CF Supply Inc. has been serving the interior commercial construction industry needs of Texas. We are a quality supplier of drywall, metal framing, Armstrong acoustical ceilings, joint compound, and commercial wood and metal door openings. We are also a proud distributor of major...
Welcome back into the Syntex Pond broadcast of Lorena Leopard football. Teams will switch sides, and we'll start the fourth quarter. Leopards now going right to left. 1st and 10. 2nd and 9. Caleb Carrizales with the handoff going right. Being pushed forward by Kyler Bosley, Carter Norman, Tyler Walkendorf, among others. He's going to be down at about the 41-yard line. Tough spot from the officials. Looked like Carrizales had gotten across the 40, but nonetheless it's going to bring up about a third and 4. Leopards need to convert here, Billy.
Yeah, good strong run there by Carrizales. Great push by the offensive line.
So 2 receivers to the right, 1 to the left. Carrizales to the left of Caden Roberts. He's going to take the handoff, gets around the left side, cuts up field. Looks like he is past the first down marker, and he will this time get a favorable spot all the way down to about the 37-yard line, call it the 36, and a big Jesse Britt Automotive first down.
Really good run there by Carrizales. He got to the edge and realized he needed to lower his head and get the first down. He did. He went north and south, picked it up with a good, strong run.
Braylon Henry back in the ball game for the Leopards. They're diamond formation, 4 receivers to the left, 1 to the right. Caden Roberts in the shotgun formation. Snap back to Roberts. Pass out to Jackson Generals. Gets a good block from Brock Cool. Generals makes a man's miss across the 30 down to the 25-yard line. Be pushed out at about the 26. But a great job by the Leopards and solid blocking all the way around.
Yeah, that was a great play call. You had the diamond formations at the bottom of the screen to the La Vega sideline. You had Colin Hill in single coverage at the top of the screen. La Vega actually rolled a safety on top of Colin Hill, showing the respect they have for his speed. Lorena capitalized, had the numbers at the bottom of the screen, and a good gain for Lorena.
That's enough for a Jesse Britt Automotive first down. Leopards moving quickly. 2 receivers to the right, 1 to the left. Again, Braylon Henry in the backfield, and it looks like we may have flags down as they try to get the ball spotted. Not sure what, why the stop in play. Maybe it was not enough for a first down. So it'll be 2nd and 1. Chain gang on the far side, struggling to get the ball spotted. So 2nd and 1 for the Leopards. Snap back, handoff to Braylon Henry, running right behind Carter Norman. He bounces out outside, gets around Hilliard. Braylon Henry running strong, breaks 2 more tackles, and is going to fall down inside the 5-yard line. Great run from Braylon Henry and a big Jesse Britt Automotive first down.
Yeah, I mean, if you're listening at home on 101.3, you might also want to check it on YouTube at some point because Braylon Henry is explosive and he kind of glides to the point of attack. He doesn't look like he's moving very quick, and then he plants his foot in the ground and really gets upfield. What a great run! And you're starting to see David and Jared. You're starting to see Lorena's getting some movement up front. You're starting to see them get a little confidence on offense.
So Leopards in their Wildcat jumbo set. Braylon Henry in the backfield. And poor Wyatt Jones just couldn't quite contain it. Walkendorf took a little long on the snap, and Jones falls forward, and it's going to be a false start. It'll back him up 5 yards.
Yeah, it looked like they were going with a little power set there with Wyatt Jones in the backfield, and just a little off timing there, and another costly penalty. 5 yards in here down inside the 10-yard line. Those are big yards.
So Leopards will get backed up 5 yards. Be 1st and goal from the 7. Caden Roberts back out at quarterback. Carrizales to his left. 1 receiver split either side. 2 tight ends. Seth DeVerner, Brock Cool, and Carrizales now moves out to the left. Colin Hill comes in motion. Caden Roberts is going to fake the handoff, keep it. He's going to go over right up the middle, really. He's going to waltz into the end zone for a Bam Builders touchdown. Touchdown. Caden Roberts, touchdown, Lorena Leopards.
Yeah, I mean, that's from start to finish, a really great play design. We actually saw that exact same play in the first quarter they scored on. Another jet sweep action. He fakes the handoff. He hits basically as a defense, runs with the motion guy. He hits it up, and it's basically at that point, it's a power run by Caden Roberts that we've seen all year. Once he gets to the point of attack, he's not going to be denied. That is an athletic kid.
So 7-yard touchdown run for Caden Roberts. James Webb on to attempt the extra point. Kick is up and good. And just like that, the Leopards have made it a 2-possession game. Now trail 42-28. 9:29 left to go here in the ball game. We'll take a quick commercial break. Come right back. This is the Syntex Pawn broadcast of Lorena Leopard football.
For over 40 years, CF Supply Inc. has been serving the interior commercial construction industry needs of Texas. We are a quality supplier of drywall, metal framing, Armstrong acoustical ceilings, joint compound, and commercial wood and metal door openings. We are also a proud distributor of major brands such as Armstrong Ceiling Systems, Schlage, Von Duprin, Sargent, Corbin Russwin, and LCN. Contact CF Supply Inc. today for all of your interior construction needs. You'll find us online at cfsupplyinc.com. Build with CF Supply.
Welcome back into the Syntex Pawn broadcast. After that last drive, Billy, Braylon Henry, almost said John Henry. Braylon Henry, 25 carries, 177 yards, the 1 touchdown tonight. Caden Roberts, 9 rushes, 74 yards, 3 touchdowns. A lot of that coming after the heavy running of Braylon Henry.
Yeah, I mean, we talked about this being a phone booth game, and Lorena definitely went back to that game plan. And there's no fault in you call him John Henry because he's wearing the same number his dad sported here at Lorena. And there are times where he looks eerily similar to his father, who is a Texas High School Hall of Fame member and a former Baylor standout.
So 9:29 left to go here in the ball game. Leopards set to kick off. James Webb with the ball on the tee. Ready to put his right foot into it. He's going to kind of little onside kick. It's going to kind of bounce around. Leopards are going to, looks like they're going to recover it. Is that Colin Hill that came up with it? Ball was kind of bouncing around. One of my favorite David Gibson expressions is funny ball, bounce funny. Leopards appear to have possession of it. Offensive line huddling around offensive line coach Chris Kuhl.
Yeah, the way the Lorena coaching staff responded, it looked like they may have not been awarded the football, but they clearly came up with the recovery. It looks like the Leopard offense heading back out into the field, Jared.
Yeah, the ball kind of bounced around, hit off a La Vega return man, and it looked like Colin Hill jumped up and got that ball.
That essentially, absolutely is a turnover in this game, and that could not come at a better time for Lorena with all the momentum right now.
So the Leopards take over at the La Vega 32-yard line, 1st and 10 for Caden Roberts. Snap back. Roberts looking to pass. We're going to be chased, and a great play by, I believe that is number 16 for La Vega, coming up with the sack, Caden Rowland.
Yeah, you've seen La Vega show that look quite a bit. Anytime Lorena's come out with that offensive look they just came out in, they're sending number 16 off the edge almost every time. At that point, Caden doesn't have anybody get the ball to. You'd like to see him throw the ball out of bounds if he can, but he never saw it from his blind side. So really good job of him to have ball security there.
La Vega player down on the far sideline. Can't quite make out a number yet, but we'll see who that injured young man is. And just like Lorena gets the ball back in an exciting way, La Vega comes back with a huge play on 1st down and the sack of Caden Roberts.
Yeah, I mean, that's definitely a momentum swing here. But, Lorena, you got to think you're in 4-down territory. It's a 2nd and long, but you don't need to get to the entire 1st down here on 2nd down. You have 3rd down and possibly 4th if your 2nd down play is effective. So, get back to your roots. Get back to your running game. Probe the inside of the defense. You don't have to, spread the ball out or do anything, desperate here.
That's Jeremiah Jones, the injured Pirate, being helped off the field. Jones, the junior defensive lineman, kind of wreaking havoc in the middle of that field all night. That'll definitely be a loss for the Pirates.
Yeah, that's potentially a big development in this game because Jones has been extremely disruptive inside for La Vega all night long.
But it looks like about a loss of 7 on 1st down for the Leopards. So they're now facing a 2nd and 17, ball all the way back at the La Vega 39-yard line. So 2 receivers to either side for Caden Roberts. Now Caleb Carrizales motions out of the backfield. Snap back is going to be a quarterback draw. Caden Roberts making some men miss. Makes another man miss. Falls forward. Got a flag down. But big run for Caden Roberts. I'm afraid this ball may be coming back.
Yeah, it was a great look there. They went to a no-back look with motion, basically a quarterback draw. It turned into a power run there. Another really strong run there by Roberts, unfortunately negated by a flag.
So it'll be holding, but it'll be 10 yards from the spot. So a big gain. So probably a net loss of about 3 yards for Lorena. So it'll back them up to about the 42-yard line of La Vega. So it'll be 2nd and 20.
But, Jared, this is the down and distance in the part of the field, the screen or anything to the middle of the field. Let those La Vega defenders come up, be aggressive. They're going to have the ear span back. Could be a potential opening there in the middle of that La Vega defense.
So 2 receivers to the left, 1 to the right. Brock Kuhl at the tight end position. Snap back to Caden Roberts. It looks like it is a screen. It's going to be just too tall for Brock Kuhl. They had the screen pass working. Ball just a little too tall for Kuhl.
Yeah, I mean, that play was well designed. That was going to go for a big yardage if Kuhl's able to get both hands on the ball. And Kuhl's a big, tall kid. That ball was just a little out of his reach there.
So Leopards going backwards on this drive after recovering the onside kick. Looking at a 3rd and 20 from the La Vega 42-yard line. 8:49 left to go in the ball game. La Vega leading 42-28. 2 receivers to either side for Caden Roberts. Snap back. Roberts back to pass. Is going to go deep down the middle. He's got Brock Kuhl. Ball knocked away at the last minute. Kuhl almost brought it in, but just couldn't quite make it, and he stays down on the field after lunging for that ball.
Yeah, we hope Kuhl's okay. Looks like he went down pretty hard.
Like number 5, Antoine Good, in pass coverage for La Vega. I couldn't quite tell if Cool hit his head on the turf. He's kind of holding his head with both hands. Isaac Diaz, the Leopards head athletic trainer, out to take a look.
Yeah, Cool there, fully laid out to try to make that play, completely sold out, sacrificed his body. He went down really, really hard. Really nice throw there by Caden Roberts because the coverage was really tight on Cool.
Trainers continue to look at Cool, and yeah, I think he just kind of hit the front. His face mask kind of hit hard, and his head kind of snapped back a little bit. So just kind of not something you want to see the Leopards tight end, but he's up, walking off the field under his own power. And Billy, now Leopards have a decision to make. It's 4th and 20. You got to get the ball all the way to the 22-yard line. Do you come out and punt the ball? Still 8:42 left to go in the ball game. Do you punt the ball back to La Vega, or do you try to get something here and just sell out for this first down?
Well, you got all 3 timeouts and you got a lot of time left, but it looks like Lorena is going to stay being aggressive here. He's going to line up at least, maybe try to see if they get a look they want. Looks like they're going to keep their offense on the field, Jared.
So 4th and 20, Caden Roberts, snap back. Leopards are going to go for it. Pass is going to be caught by Caleb Carrizales. Carrizales makes a man miss. He's going to dive forward, and he's going to pick up the first down, Billy. What a great catch and run from Caleb Carrizales. Knew where the first down marker was, made one man miss, then got upfield, dove across for the big Jessup Automotive first down.
3 things stand out there. Great protection by the Leopard offensive line. Caden Roberts drops back in on time, delivers a strike to Carrizales. Carrizales has a peace of mind to know where the sticks were and put his head down with a great run to get the first down.
So that puts the Leopards inside the ideal self-storage red zone. Snap back to Caden Roberts, looking to pass, nowhere to go. Now he's going to take off and run. He's got one-on-one, almost makes a man miss, gets upended, but crosses. They're going to be tackled right at the 15-yard line, so a gain of 3 on first down.
Yeah, that's a maturization right there by Caden Roberts, right? He didn't have anybody open. He got to the outside, didn't force the football knowing it was first down. He was able to lower his head and get 3 yards on first down. Really nice job there by him because we saw early in the year that may be a ball he would try to force, and that's definitely a great adjustment. We're seeing him mature every game. He gets better every game.
So 2nd and 7 for the Leopards at the 15-yard line of La Vega. 2 receivers to either side. Caleb Carrizales to the right of Caden Roberts. Now he motions out into the receiver. Back to pass is Roberts. Nowhere to go with the ball, so he's going to take off and run back up the middle. Flag down. Roberts is going to dive across into the end zone. But a flag down, and I think we're going to have a hold. Unfortunate, as Caden Roberts really doing a good job finding the spots in the La Vega defense and doing it with his legs.
Yeah, as impressive as Thornton has been on the La Vega side, Caden Roberts is definitely showing his side of it as well. Another really good demonstrative run there by Roberts as the play broke down, but it does look like there was a holding call on the play.
So that'll back the Leopards up 10 yards. Repeat second down. 7:22 and counting left to go here in the ball game. Leopards down by 2 touchdowns, 42-28, but threatening to score here and a chance to make it a 1-score game. Ball's going to be backed up. Sorry, Billy. The ball will be backed up to the La Vega 26-yard line. Go ahead.
Yeah, Jared, you got to think about the stamina and just how fatigued that La Vega defense has to be. They've been on the field a lot this second half already.
So 2 receivers to either side for Caden Roberts. Again, Carrizales now motions out. Snap back. Roberts with a lot of time. Nowhere to go with the ball. Now looking to run. Now he's going to fire it into the hands of Jackson Generals. It bounces off, and Colin Hill, Johnny on the spot, jumps up and makes an immaculate reception, and he's going to dance into the end zone for a big Bam Builders touchdown. Touchdown, Leopards. Touchdown, Colin Hill.
What a play for Lorena. If you're a Lorena fan, you get excited for that. That was a tip ball. Great coverage there by La Vega. La Vega was actually there at the point of attack, but the ball got tipped. And Colin Hill, great tip drill there. You work on that in camp. He caught the ball, and he literally waltzed into the end zone there. And that's one of those scores in a game like this that you need for Lorena. You gave up the score right before halftime. That's a cheap score you get back. So, guys, we have a ball game.
James Webb on to attempt the extra point. Drives it right down the middle. And just like that, with 7:10 left to go in the ball game, the score is now La Vega 42, Lorena 35. We'll take a commercial break and come right back. This is the Syntex Pawn broadcast of Lorena Leopard football.
For a limited time only, Jesse Britt's Automotive is offering a synthetic blend oil change for only $25.99. Plus, get a free tire rotation, free brake check, free alignment check, and a 22-point inspection. Jesse Britt's Automotive, discounting your prices, not your service. For a limited time only, Jesse Britt's Automotive is offering a computerized alignment for only $49.99. Plus, get a free tire rotation and free visual brake inspection. Jesse Britt's Automotive, discounting your prices, not your service. For a limited time only, Jesse Britt's Automotive is offering a synthetic blend oil change.
You don't need me to tell you that our little ones grow up so fast, but look at these pictures, each one beautifully crafted by Aurora Henry Photography to capture life's special memories so that Lorena families will have them for life. From your newborns to your newlyweds, Aurora Henry Photography will create, capture, and preserve life's most special moments with your loved ones and turn them into memories made for a lifetime. Schedule your 30, 60, or 90-minute session today with Aurora Henry Photography on Facebook or Instagram, or call 254-723-2890. Aurora Henry Photography.
Welcome back into the Syntex Pawn broadcast. Leopards cut the lead to 7, 42-35. 3 straight touchdown drives by Lorena.
Yeah, you know, Jared, we talked about how they were going to respond, and so far they've responded well.
Kickoff from James Webb is kicked deep. Caught at about the 19-yard line. That's Jabalani Thornton kind of playing the deep man for La Vega. He'll be tackled at about the 30-yard line where the Pirates will have it 1st and 10. And we kind of talked about in the break, the La Vega defense seems to look tired, so the Leopards really need to capitalize, try to get the ball back with a chance to go in and score.
Yeah, in a game like this, right, every possession on defense is going to be Lorena's most important. This is the most important series on defense for the Leopards. If they can find a way to get the ball back in a reasonable amount of time, get 3 and out here, that La Vega defense right now has been on the field the entire second half, basically. Lorena's coming off 21 unanswered. Like, you know, if you can find a way to get off the field here, there's a lot to be happy about if you're a Leopard fan.
So 1st and 10 for the Pirates at their own 30-yard line. 3 receivers to the right. Snap back can be kept by Thornton. Great job pulling it around the left side. He's going to have a lot of room to run. He'll be undercut by Colin Hill at about the 38-yard line, but a big pickup on 1st down.
Yeah, it's a masterclass on how you run the zone read. Thornton is extremely patient in the mesh point. You know, the mesh points whenever he puts the ball into the belly of the running back and he reads the defensive end. He sees it develop, he pulls it, and gets a great gain there. And that's really hard to defend when a quarterback can read it that well. Lorena's going to have to probably account for that, maybe spy or send somebody on that backside.
So it'll be 2nd and 2 for the Pirates at their own 38-yard line. Clock running under 7 minutes now. 6:56 left to go. 2 receivers to the right, 1 to the left for Jabalani Thornton. H-back moves across in motion, snap back. He's going to give it to Bryson Rowland this time, coming right. Great block. Missed tackle by the Leopards. And going to be a big gain for Bryson Rowland all the way into Leopard territory. He takes it all the way down inside the 40, down to about, the 40-yard line. Big 1st down for La Vega.
Yeah, one thing we've noticed all night is you can't arm tackle this La Vega backfield, and if the Leopards continue to try to arm tackle, you're going to see big chunk runs like that. Good, strong run, powerful, good, great pad level there by Thornton. You know, and we're seeing La Vega now respond back to Lorena. You need one of those upperclassmen right now on defense, Lorena, to make a play. Somebody needs to make a play, get the ball back, force a negative play, tackle for loss. Anything that can positively change the momentum right now because La Vega seems to be responding.
So 1st and 10 for the Pirates. Snap back to Thornton. He's going to keep it this time. And a good job by Caden Arp kind of reaching out and shoestring tackle to stop Thornton from a big gain. Caught a gain of 3 on 1st down.
Yeah, it's another great read there by Thornton. Thornton is another zone read where he reads the defense and he pulls it. Lorena actually had a great counter to that. They sent Arp on the backside to account for his pulling. But, you know, Thornton actually read that and, he actually got up inside. Instead of going to the wide side of the field, he cut it inside in between the hashes. Great job by that kid to pick up positive yards.
Clock running, 5:44 and counting. Again, La Vega leading Lorena 42-35. 2nd and 7 for the Pirates. 2 receivers to the left, 1 to the right. Snap back to Thornton. He's going to hand it to Rowland this time. Nowhere to go. Good job by Caden Arp kind of setting the edge there. Jackson Blackwell finishing him off for a gain of maybe 2 on 2nd down.
Yeah, you're starting to see the adjustments Lorena made on defense at halftime. Really great adjustments. You're starting to see them really stress setting the edge of the defense on each side. try to limit the La Vega athletes from getting out on the perimeter. So great adjustment there by Coach DeLeon, and a huge, if you're scoring at home and you're in your bingo card, a big third down here for the Leopard defense.
Third and call at 5. Ball spotted at the Lorena 35-yard line. 2 receivers to the left, 1 to the right. For Jabalani Thornton, Bryson rolling to his left in the backfield. Man in motion is Jabari Thornton. He's going to hand it off on the jet sweep. A lot of room to run for Thornton. He's going to fall across the 30-yard line and a big first down. Not by much, but got just what he needed. Jackson Generals came up from his safety spot, but just couldn't quite trip Jabari Thornton up before the first down.
Yeah, it's a great play design there by the La Vega coaching staff. You know, they've been really popping it inside with the zone read look. That time they ran the jet sweep with Jabari Thornton. He hit the edge with full speed, and as fast as Jackson Generals is, he was able to make the tackle, but not before Thornton was able to get the first down.
Big first down for the Pirates. Clock running inside 4.5 minutes. Again, La Vega leading 42-35. See what the Leopards can come up with here. First and 10 for La Vega at the 29-yard line. Snap back to Roland. Correction, Jabari Thornton's going to keep it. Stop for no gain. Lorena coaches yelling about something. I'm not sure if it was a formation or something, but adamant about something going on.
Yeah, there was something pre-snap the Lorena coaching staff saw that was pretty alerted to. But a great job there by Jackson Blackwell, Martinez, Arp, the whole defensive front 7 there of stifling a run that looked like it was there. But, again, I go back to if you're going to try to block Jackson Blackwell with only one guy, you're going to have a long night. That's a guy you got to double team.
So second and 10, no gain on first down for Jabalani Thornton. Snap back, he's going to hand it, or correction, keep it. Fake the jet sweep to his brother, kept it. He's going to pick up about 8 on second down, bring up a big 3rd and 2 for the Pirates.
Yeah, you're seeing a very similar scheme to what Coach Peavyhouse is running Lorena on offense. You know, you basically have all the eye candy. You have the jet sweep action. The Lorena defense is looking for that perimeter run, and they're busting it inside. They're a good, strong run. So very similar techniques and schemes right now being deployed by both offensive coordinators, and it's really up to the defensive coordinator to come up with a ace in their sleeve here to see if he can get a stop.
Looks like we're going to have a timeout called, I believe, by the Leopards. 3:07 left to go here in the fourth quarter. Billy, we kind of talked about certainly a tale of 2 quarters in the first half, with Lorena having the good first quarter, La Vega all over the Leopards in the second. But here in this second half, Lorena's come back with 3 straight touchdown drives to cut it to a 7-point game. Now that she needs to find something, kind of dig down deep maybe. You got looking at a 3rd down and try to get the ball back.
Yeah, I mean, absolutely. I mean, this is an area of the field where, you know, if you can get a tackle for loss, you have to think from the Leopard defense you're going to get a zone read look. If I was the La Vega coaching staff, I'd want Thornton, to probably keep the ball and run it because it's probably 4-down territory. Now, if you get a positive gain, you're in field goal range, maybe you try the field goal. But as well as they're moving the ball right now on the ground, I could consider this 4-down territory for them.
Most definitely. Try to get a Pecan Grove Funeral Home stats update. Again, Thornton 81 rushing yards in the second half, countered by Braylon Henry. Again, 25 rushes in the game, 177 yards in the touchdown. But just now important more than ever for the Leopard defense. Everybody back out on the field. Big 3rd and 4 for the Pirates. Snap back. It's going to be given. Thornton's going to keep it. It's going to be stopped about a yard short of the first down. Stopped just across the 20-yard line. It looks like it's going to be about 4th and a yard. Again, clock continuing to run under 3 minutes now, 2:56 and counting.
Yeah, you have to think here if you're La Vega and you have a lot of confidence in your field goal team, this would be where you want to line up for one, but it looks like they're going to keep the offense on the field. At least that's the personnel grouping that they had ready to go.
Yeah, I think fourth and inches, 4th and less than a yard. You've had no issues moving the ball all night. Definitely want to keep your offense on the field because if you can pick up the first down, essentially you could really just run as much clock as you wanted, then try to kick an extra point, make it a 2-possession game. I think if you're Lorena, as we've seen their defenses over the years come out with some sort of stem or move to try to induce the offense to jump off sides or false start, back them up 5 yards. That's kind of what they're going to have to do here. But it'll be interesting to see what happens.
Yeah, I mean, I think if you're La Vega, you come out in a very base set. You don't really motion or shift or anything because you don't want Lorena to have the ability to yell move which is what you do on defense when you see motion. Sometimes that mimics the snap count, can draw an offensive player off sides. And this is a big opportunity for the Lorena defense. I mean, I'll go back to it. La Vega's had a lot of success on the ground, but if they're able to kick the field goal here and make it, they make it a 2-possession game, and not saying it puts it away, but with 3 minutes left. So this is kind of a gamble for the La Vega coaching staff. Now they have every reason to feel confident as they've been running the ball down the field, but this is an opportunity for the Leopard defense essentially to get a turnover and get their offense back on the field.
Want to remind everyone to stick around after the game. Billy will go down and have a interview with Leopard's head coach Kevin Johnson, and will also present the Joe Pack Player of the Game award. Right now, 4th and inches for the Pirates. Moving in. Leopard's kind of selling out. And Bryson Rowland takes the handoff. He runs by everybody. Leopard's on an all-out blitz. He scampers into the end zone for a 19-yard touchdown run.
Yeah, but great play call there by La Vega. Lorena really had to sell out there, like you mentioned, Jared. That's one of those situations where you send the house, you hope you pick the right gaps. La Vega ran a really great play call off that. The running back hit the hole the Leopards had actually vacated by the blitz, and it's just an easy score for them.
So score now 48-35. La Vega on top. Giovanni Escovedo Almanza on to attempt the extra point for the Pirates. Snap down. Kick is up and good. So with 2:48 left to go in the ball game, La Vega extends its lead to 14, now lead 49-35. We'll take a commercial break and come right back. This is the Syntex Palm broadcast of Lorena Leopard football.
Do you know that your dream home could be just one call away? At BAM Builders, we believe that you deserve your ideal home. That's why we rely on quality, experience, and transparency to give you exactly that. Since 2015, we have been utilizing the highest quality materials and the most professional team to ensure exceptional construction of your custom home. So, give us a call at 254-716-9987 or visit our website, builtbybam.com. Your dream home awaits at BAM Builders.
Welcome back into the Syntex Palm broadcast of Lorena Leopard football. The Pioneer Pest Control drive summary, 9 plays, 70 yards, highlighted by the 19 or 20-yard touchdown run by Bryson Rowland. La Vega now leads 49-35, 2:48 left to go in the ball game.
Yeah, and if you're watching or listening at home, stick with us because, that was actually best-case scenario for Lorena. If they make the stop there, they get the ball back. But if they don't, you actually want La Vega to score there because if not, La Vega could have ran the clock out. So still a lot of life on the Leopard sideline right now. If Lorena can get a score and get the ball back.
Escovedo Almanza with the ball on the tee. Kick is going to be deep. Caught by Jackson Generals. Is going to go right. Nowhere to go. And he's going to be slung down at about the 17-yard line. So great kick from Escovedo Almanza. And great coverage by the La Vega kickoff team.
Yeah, they've done a really good job of counteracting that. The Lorena's running a reverse look every time that the kickoff, they receive the kickoff, and La Vega's really countered that by coffin cornering the kick below the numbers like a pooch kick. Really nowhere to go for Jackson Generals, really, other than north and south. He's trying to make a play there as he's trying to get to the wide side of the field, but La Vega had him outnumbered out there by a large margin. But the Lorena offense comes out here with a chance, a little life, go down and get a score. Was there a flag on the play?
Looks like the flag was offsides against La Vega. So great scenario for Lorena. So back them up 5 yards, they'll re-kick.
Yeah, that's a big break because we've seen Lorena on special teams today. They've been explosive in the return game. So, especially if you're on the Lorena sideline from the coaching staff, you have to think you're going to get that same look from a pooch kick. So maybe change up your call here to counteract what they're doing.
Wouldn't mind seeing Colin Hill take one back for a touchdown right now and make the last couple of minutes of this ball game interesting.
Yeah, he's got really, really deceptive speed. He's a tall kid, kind of rangy, but when he gets in open field, he can really move.
Hill's kind of done it all tonight on the field. Obviously the kick returns, whether he's handing it off to Jackson Generals or returning it himself, kind of the Johnny on the spot touchdown catch, and then on defense, just really kind of selling out every time he has a chance to and made some big hits.
Yeah, he's been one of those guys all year on defense that hasn't showed up in the stat line that much because he's really become a shutdown corner. And a lot of teams really don't even test him these days. So, his presence is felt even though he doesn't show up in the stat line. So he continues to play well. He continues to show up. He continues to develop as a young player, and he's got a really bright future here for Lorena.
So the ball now teed up at the 35-yard line for Escobedo Almanza. And we'll do it all again. He then tries to kick the ball deep. He's going to go over the head of Jackson Generals, who's going to catch it at his own 10-yard line. Keeps it this time on the fake reverse look. Goes across the wide side of the field. He's going to be tackled at about the 25-yard line in a play that took a lot of time to develop, Billy. So now 2:34 left on the clock. Leopards need 2 touchdowns in a hurry.
Yeah, that was a big-time kick there by the La Vega kicker. That was a very well-placed kick over the head of Jackson. Great job by Jackson making the play there, almost like in baseball when he's at shortstop catching the ball in shallow center field over kind of the Willie Mays style. But, yeah, that play took entirely too long if you're a Lorena fan. And what you want to see here from Lorena is first downs and getting out of bounds, and let's go down and get a touchdown and see if we can't get an onside kick.
So Leopards with it 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Caleb Carrizales motions out to the left. 3 receivers out of the left, 2 to the right. Caden Roberts back to pass. Nowhere to go, so he's going to tuck it and kind of run with it, coming around the left side. He's going to be tripped up just at the last second. He falls across the 30-yard line. They're going to mark him down at the 29. Got a La Vega player injured. Staying down, that is number 17, Devin Hill. So the clock will stop, but a gain of about 5 on first down. It looked like, man, if Caden Roberts sidesteps that one little hiccup, he could run for a long ways.
Yeah, I mean, he's definitely a player that if you get him in space, if he can make a one guy miss, he can definitely take it to the house. We've seen it this year. He's got, really, really, really exceptional speed for a kid his size.
So 2nd and 5 for the Leopards. Clock running, 3 receivers to the right, 1 to the left. Carrizales in the backfield. Snap back. Roberts looking to pass. Going to be caught by Jackson Generals across the 40-yard line. He'll have the first down. The Jessie Britt Automotive first down will stop the clock while the refs reset the chains. Leopards will line up quickly.
Great catch, adjustment to the ball there by Jackson Generals.
So 3 receivers to the left once again. Leopards in the hurry-up offense. Caden Roberts back to pass, looking deep. Now he's going to step up and run. Lots of room to run. He's going to be tackled just short of midfield at the 48-yard line. Clock still running. Now 140 and counting. Gain of about 5 on first down. 2nd and 5 for the Leopards. Snap back. 3 receivers to the left. Roberts looking to his right. It's going to be caught by Carson Miller on the right side. He's going to pick up enough for a Jessie Britt Automotive first down. Falls down to stop the clock. Leopards moving quickly. 1:23 and counting left to go. Again, La Vega leads 49-35. Snap back to Caden Roberts, looking right again. Pass is going to be caught. This time, Carson Miller once again breaks a tackle, gets down inside the 25-yard line, or right at the 25. He steps out of bounds. 1:10 left to go on the clock. Great job by Carson Miller.
Yeah, it's exceptional protection up front. First of all, Caden Roberts has all day to throw right now. That La Vega defensive line is definitely gassed. But Carson Miller, great catch coming back to the ball and having the presence of mind to get out of bounds to stop the clock.
Don Hyde is going to use his first time out of the second half with 1:10 left to go. Again, La Vega leading 49-35. But back-to-back catches by the sophomore Carson Miller, really showing a bright future for this Leopard receiving corps.
No, absolutely. The things I like about his game is he has the presence of mind to know the down and distance, but also know how much time's left, how many timeouts you have left, and the fact to get as many as you can but get out of bounds. And I think if you're gonna give Caden Roberts time, we're seeing he's going to pick you apart, right? He's definitely throwing the ball on the money. The ball's on time. He's finding the open guy. So I would look for La Vega here to switch it up, maybe run some man and probably try to put some pressure on him, because right now Caden Roberts is able to sit back in the pocket and deliver a really accurate football. And we've seen Lorena cover a lot of real estate in a short amount of time here.
So that's 2 catches out of the last 3 plays for Carson Miller, 9 and 18 yards respectively. So great job from that young man here late in this ball game. 1:10 left to go. Lorena down 49-35. 1st and 10 from the La Vega 25-yard line. 3 receivers to the left, 1 to the right for Caden Roberts. Snap back. Roberts back to pass. He's going to find Caleb Carrizales over the middle, kind of bobbles the ball, falls down at about the 20-yard line where he'll be tackled for a gain of 5. Again, clock continuing to run under a minute now. 57 seconds left to go. Leopards are going to have to hurry. Setting up the formation, 3 receivers to the right, 1 to the left. Roberts looking back. Now he's going to take off and run to the 20, 15, 10, 5. Caden Roberts dives into the end zone. Great job from Caden Roberts as he goes into the end zone for the Bam Builders touchdown. Touchdown Leopards, touchdown Caden Roberts.
Wow, what a great play there by Caden Roberts. And, nothing was there. Everything was covered. He didn't force the football. He ran to the short side of the field, lowered his head and got the touchdown. But that play 100% is a touchdown because Colin Hill sustained his block down inside the 5-yard line. That was the block that sprung Roberts for the touchdown. We're seeing it, Colin Hill, all over the score sheet tonight. Another great effort by him that won't show up on the score sheet, but he was the reason that was a touchdown.
James Webb on to attempt the important extra point. Snap is down, kick is up, and right through the middle. And Billy, to your point, Colin Hill goes out he's the only receiver on that side, goes out for a route. It's not there. He has the presence of mind to turn around when he doesn't get the ball, sees his quarterback running, gets on that block and sustains it, which allows Caden Roberts to score on the touchdown.
Yeah, I mean, what you see out of there, the way that technique is taught, you almost mirror the DB because you don't want to get a holding call. But Colin Hill there was blocking just like it was a design running play, was able to move his defender backwards.
So Caden Roberts now 14 carries, 101 yards, 4 touchdowns on the night to go along with Braylon Henry's 25 carries, 177 yards, and the touchdown. So just a phenomenal job. And really, Billy, to your credit, we can't say enough about Colin Hill blocking out there on the edge.
Yeah, I mean, again, we speak to it all the time, the things that don't, show up on the stat sheet, right? And, that's one of the things, similar to Joseph Irie last week when, with his effort. Colin Hill's doing all the little things right now to help his team win, but he's also had a lot of big plays tonight as well. But we have a ball game, ladies and gentlemen. Like, this thing is not over. You have all the momentum right now on the Leopard side. If they can recover this onside kick, this is going to get really, really interesting.
So 41.4 seconds left to go in the ball game. New score is La Vega 49, Lorena 42. Each team with 1 timeout left. So James Webb will have the ball on the tee at the 40-yard line. Hands team out for La Vega. Webb looks like he's going to go to his right on the onside kick. 6 Lorena players over there. He kicks it right at La Vega defender. It goes underneath La Vega return man's arms, and it's going to go out of bounds. So flag down. I guess the La Vega return man didn't touch it. Goes out of bounds at about the 42-yard line, so it'll be a 5-yard penalty from there, and La Vega will take over at their own 47 and can get in victory formation, take a knee.
Yeah, that was one of those situations where on the onside kick there, Webb's trying to kick the top of the ball. So, the point of the ball hits the ground and it kicks up for a big bounce. You want really the third bounce to be the big one so your coverage team has a chance to get down there. That ball just ended up on its side, the round side, and just rolled out of bounds. That happens. That's why onside kicks are low percentage. And this appears to be a loss for the Leopards as the Pirates come out in victory formation. And it's disappointing if you're a Leopard fan, but I think if you look at the way the first half went and how they responded in the second half, there is a lot to be proud of and a lot to be excited about going into district play.
Yeah, down 3 touchdowns. Looks like this ball game is going to end 49-42. So you win the second half, and that should give you some momentum to take you into the district season. So Lorena's going to take their last timeout. We'll go ahead and keep it right here, Billy. So definitely think look forward to hearing Coach Johnson's post-game comments, kind of seeing what he takes from a game like this. And then also we certainly got really think now more than ever an important discussion about who's going to take home the Joe Pack Player of the Game award. A couple of guys really doing a lot this game. So certainly we're going to have a discussion, and really we're going to have to get input from our expert in the booth, David Gibson, running the stats for us tonight, doing a phenomenal job. Again, Jace Andrews producing, doing a great job, making us look good as always. Ben Huey up on the camera. Special thanks to everyone making this broadcast a success tonight. One more snap back from La Vega. They take a knee. Clock's going to run out 30 seconds, and that should do it. We'll watch the teams kind of start to make their way out to midfield to shake hands, but La Vega's going to move to 2-2 on the season after winning their opening game. They dropped 2 straight. Leopards lost their first game but won 2 straight. So both teams are now going to sit at 2-2 on the season. District play starts next week for the Leopards as we go to Cameron. So as we watch the clock hit triple zeros, at your final score, La Vega 49, Lorena 42. We'll take a commercial break, and when we come back, we'll have Billy's post-game interview with Lorena head coach Kevin Johnson and also the presentation of the Joe Pack Player of the Game Award. You're listening to the Syntex Pond broadcast of Lorena Leopard football.
Need extra storage space? Ideal Self Storage has what you need. Locally owned and operated with many convenient locations in Central Texas, we offer climate-controlled and drive-up units and now proudly offer boat and RV storage as well. Rent from the convenience of your home or on the go. Our website makes it easy to make payments, rent or reserve your space, or update account information. For peace of mind, we offer state-of-the-art camera and gate systems, smart units that alert you to motion in your space, and responsive on-site managers. Visit us online at idealstorage.com or come by one of our many locations to grab your storage space today.
Some of the best breakfast and lunch is now just 5 minutes away from Leopard Field. Flavor on 35 has a new restaurant in the Lorena Plaza by Jack and Jill's Donuts. Enjoy a multitude of items from breakfast burritos and tacos to elotes and hot sandwiches. Come visit the mastermind Brandon Thompson and the rest of the crew as they are open Tuesday through Sunday for breakfast and lunch. Enjoy the best food in Lorena at Flavor on 35. Available for pickup, dine-in, or delivery. Order online at flavoron35.com.
Now more than ever, our schools must be welcoming and engaging, safe and secure. For nearly 40 years, True North Consulting Group has been helping school districts across the U.S. develop effective technology infrastructure, campus safety, and media-rich classroom systems. Our name, True North, says it all, and as we like to say, we didn't invent consulting, we just made it personal. True North is a friend to public education and a proud supporter of our Lorena Leopards. Today is a great day to celebrate the Leopard Way.
Since 1998, the guiding principle of Pecan Grove Funeral Home has been, through our door, your healing begins. With sincerity and pride, we thank our hometown families for the honor of serving the community for over 25 years. Pecan Grove Funeral Home's dedicated staff includes Lorena alumni as well as parents of current students that proudly support the Lorena Leopards.
Are you ready to elevate your IT game, Central Texas? Look no further than Bastion IT Solutions, your trusted local IT experts. At Bastion, we're your go-to resource for small business IT needs. Whether it's hardware and software support, robust security, or streamlining your network, we've got you covered. Reach out today for a free consultation and let's give your business IT the boost it deserves. Bastion IT Solutions, your local IT partner. Visit our website at itbastion.com. That's Bastion IT Solutions, the Central Texas IT experts you can trust.
When storms damage your roof, there's only one place to call, and it's Montgomery Construction and Roofing. MCR offers detailed bids for affordable quality roof repair and replacement. Schedule your free inspection and make sure your damage is repaired right the first time. Our claim specialist can help walk you through filing an insurance claim for wind and hail, too.
Say goodbye to damaged roofs and yes to Montgomery Construction and Roofing. We roof Texas, and we are here to serve you.
1990 Lorena graduate and multi-year football letterman Grant Neal, owner of Pioneer Pest Control, proudly supports Lorena Athletics. Pioneer Pest Control has serviced the community and surrounding area since 2015. Pioneer Pest Control is proud to be your go-to partner for all your pest control needs. Call us at 254-421-8606 today for a free estimate. Once a Leopard, always a Leopard. Go Big Red.
H&M Landscape and Sprinkler is your one-stop shop for turning your dream vision for the environment outside of your home or business into a reality. From laying sod and installing sprinklers to the finer beautifying touches and year-round maintenance, H&M Landscape and Sprinkler can do it all. Whether you are looking to sell your home, attract more customers, or beautify your home to enjoy with family and friends, H&M Landscape and Sprinkler has the skill and expertise to get the job done just the way you want. Visit them online at hmlandscapeandsprinkler.com or call 254-732-6818. That's H&M Landscape and Sprinkler. Syntex Pond boasts the highest quality customer service in the pond business. Syntex Pond loans more than the competition and has great retail prices on used goods. With locations in Waco, Temple, and now Hewitt, Syntex Pond is there when you need them. Visit 801 East Waco Drive in Waco or 1402 West Adams Avenue in Temple, and the brand new location at 520 North Hewitt Drive. Customer service, higher loans, and great retail prices. That's Syntex Pond.
Welcome back into the Syntex Pond broadcast of Lorena Leopard football. Leopards drop a close one in a comeback attempt, 49-42 to La Vega. Still waiting on ability to catch Leopards head coach Kevin Johnson for a post-game interview. Joined now by David Gibson, who did a phenomenal job keeping stats. David, kind of talk about what you noticed in the second half.
Well, you hope that culture still lives with Lorena, right? No matter what happens at the top of the head of the program, and clearly Coach Johnson and the crew did a terrific job at halftime talking to these guys and getting them to come back out with that fight that we are so accustomed to seeing in Lorena. Of course, in the second half, Lorena had 5 possessions in the second half, 4 of them ending in touchdowns. One of them was an that didn't end in a touchdown, was an interception at the goal line. So Lorena did a terrific job of moving the ball. Credit the offensive coaching staff and the players. Those guys really did a great job moving the second half. But they ended there with 4 consecutive touchdowns there in the end of the third quarter and into the fourth quarter. La Vega, their last 2 drives were a touchdown and then a turnover on down. So really just an awesome job by the Leopards there in the second half to come back. Of course, you look at the total stats. You got the sense early in the game, Jared, it was going to be one of those games where whoever had the ball last probably going to be the winning team, and that's exactly the way it ended up. A nail biter there in there at the end, and La Vega is able to see the onside kick go out of bounds. 308 yards rushing for La Vega on the night, 188 yards passing on the other side of the ball compared to Lorena's 300 yards rushing on the night and then 111 yards passing. So just from a purely spectator standpoint, what a fun game to watch. Teams marching up and down the field, big plays on offense, and it was a tough game. The Leopards almost came back and got this one tonight.
Well, it's certainly you love to see the fight from this team in the second half. Again, they could have rolled over after giving up the touchdown to end the first half. Going down 3 touchdowns, they could have just kind of rolled over and mailed it in. But they came out in the second half, good game plan, and really just a lot of fight. We saw fight from kids like Braylon Henry, who we've come to expect that from, but also saw Carson Miller, kind of a sophomore who kind of grew up tonight, had to play a lot of receiver, caught a couple of important passes, especially on that next to last drive for the Leopards, that resulted in the touchdown. So great job by him. Really good job by Jackson Generals and Colin Hill kind of at the kick return spot. Leopards may have something there with those 2 back there. And then Colin Hill just kind of all over the field tonight, setting blocks out on the edge, at receiver, kind of catching the Johnny on the spot touchdown. And then again, we mentioned the kick returns, the hard hits on defense. So great job, by a lot of those guys. You saw, Wyatt Jones going both ways on the offensive and defensive line. Just no quit in him, and really the rest of that Leopard offensive line doing a good job tonight. Just couldn't quite overcome some of the early mistakes, and that's kind of what Coach Johnson has talked about all year, is that not beating yourself. And really, the Leopards kind of shot themselves in the foot, both in the loss to China Spring and tonight. So if those are things that they can get corrected, they're in a really, really good position as they start District 11 3A play.
You're exactly right, Jared. And once again, tonight you see the continuing development of Roberts at quarterback. 101 yards rushing on the night, 14 carries. Passing, he had 8 completions on 17 attempts, 111 yards, 1 touchdown. And I think, the Leopards, game plan was to come in, establish the run, and then base the passing game off of that tonight. They did a great job establishing the run. They had some hiccups in the passing game that really didn't allow them to take advantage of that. And that was really kind of the difference in the ball game. But great job by Roberts and as a leader.
All right, well, we will now
Coach,
go down to
a tough loss tonight
Billy
against
Rutherford,
the first road game against the La Vega Pirates. Could you just kind of share your thoughts of the game? I heard your address to your team here at post game, but just some quick thoughts on the game and just kind of how everything transpired.
Well, you take away the first half, and this is a whole different game. can't take that back, but I will tell you, we're banged up, and we had a bunch of kids, and we talk about next man up every time. You never know when it'll be your time. I can just tell you our kids came back second half and we fought. We put ourselves right into this game to the very last minute of this game, have a chance against an extremely well-coached football team and talented team. And so with that being said, I'm super proud of our kids. Wish we don't give up some easy ones and shoot ourselves in the foot. That's Lorena beating Lorena, and we can't do that against good teams. But proud of the way they fought back and did some really positive things in the second half.
Yes, sir. And just kind of share your thoughts a little bit on next week's opponent. Like you're starting district play next week, and that they all matter. You want to win them all, but next week they really, really matter as it's scope of the season goals. So talk to me a little bit about your next week's opponent and kind of like your headspace heading into the week of practice.
Well, the good thing about all this is we played some pretty good folks non-district. And so the 3 phases of the game, non-district, we just wiped the slate clean. It's over with. We got better. We learned a lot of things from that. Now you start going into district, they start mattering. It's a good Cameron football team. They're a talented football team. We're going to be clean. We're going to play clean. We can't give them. They're the same situation. We can't give them easy things. They're a big play team. If we make them earn it, work for it, then we'll be okay. But we just got to get healthy. We got to get healthy and get our kids out here and get ready to play.
Yeah, thanks, Coach. I appreciate it. You can get your team home safe. Thank you, sir. Back to you, Jared.
Okay, that was Billy with Leopards head coach Kevin Johnson. Kind of make a really quick transition as we will welcome in the Joe Pack Player of the Game award winner. As soon as Billy gets the award, I'm going to go ahead and kick it back down to him.
All right, I'm down here on the field here with Colin Hill, this week's Joe Pack Player of the Award. Colin, disappointing loss, man. I know it's really tough in these situations to celebrate, but we definitely want to highlight you had a great individual performance tonight. You had the big hit on third down here to jar the ball loose. You had a key block to score Caden Roberts to spring Caden Roberts on touchdown. You caught the tip touchdown pass down here that ended up being a huge play in the game that potentially tightened it up. Just give me your thoughts a little bit just on your performance. You do a lot of things that don't show up on the stat sheet. Tonight you actually showed up on the stat sheet a whole lot. So just your thoughts on the game, kind of what you saw, and just how you feel about heading into district play.
We obviously didn't. Want me to hold it? We obviously didn't do well in the first half, and coaches got on our ass for that in the locker room, and we really realized that if we try our hardest and leave it all out there, we have a chance, and that's what the scoreboard showed tonight.
Yeah, so you saw a lot of upperclassmen step up today, and you also show Coach KJ talked about it a lot too. The depth you guys showed. You're banged up right now. It's a locker room that's trying to get healthy for district. Talk a little bit about those young guys, what you see in practice, and just kind of the mentality. We are one, next man up, and just kind of how that permeates the whole program.
All the little guys in our grade or in our team. We're all proud of them. Like J-Back, he's stepping up. He's stepping up big time. They're really getting the hang of it now.
Well, Colin, let me be the first to congratulate you on your Joe Pack Player of the Award game. Like I said, I'm sorry it came on a disappointing loss, but next week you start district and the slate's wiped clean. So congratulations. Back to you, Jared.
All right, that was Billy Rutherford with tonight's Joe Pack Player of the Game award winner, Colin Hill. Colin with 2 catches for 34 yards and kind of that Johnny on the spot TD, kind of catching it off the tip from Jackson Generals. Also had 73 kick return yards, the one big kick return for the Leopards tonight. But then on the defensive side of the ball, no idea how many tackles he had. Huge hits left and right, kind of just anchoring that Leopard defense, especially after Brendan Henry kind of was hampered by a little bit of an injury, and then really setting the tone, blocking out on the edge as one of the Leopard receivers, again springing Caden Roberts for the touchdown that brought the Leopards within 7 points. So phenomenal job by Colin Hill, representing everything who Joe Pack was, and a well-deserving recipient of the Joe Pack Player of the Game award winner. David, go ahead and talk a little bit more about some of the stats that you saw regarding Colin and the rest of the Leopard team.
Yeah, and I just wanted to mention too. You mentioned sometimes that the players that change the game are the ones that don't necessarily show up in the stats, like you mentioned. Colin he's a tone setter, and man, when he's hitting on defense, it makes the running backs, the wide receivers for the opponent's team, those guys start looking around a little bit, wondering where number 4 is, and you definitely got a sense of that tonight. He's about confidence, he's about attacking mentality, and Colin was a real difference maker tonight, and no doubt a big part of the Leopards and their ability to fight back and be in this ball game. But again, so just looking back at some of our stats there, Jared, La Vega on the night, 6 of 11 in passing, so not a prolific passing game, but prolific on the receiving end. 188 yards, 2 touchdowns. They did have 1 interception. That was a Braylon Henry pick there in the first half. Great game for Braylon as well tonight. Flipping over and looking at things on the other side, 8 of 18 for the Leopards tonight. Even mixed in a pass by Jackson Generals there at one point. 1 TD, 2 picks. And I think those picks, when they go back and look at the film, particularly the way that they happen, they usually happen sort of running. The Leopards trying to set up that passing game through the running. They did a great job of running it, set up the pass, and then unfortunately ending in a pick. And I think those 2 picks are going to, when you look at things on the film, going to maybe be the difference in the game.
Yeah, you couldn't have said it better. I couldn't have said it better myself, David. And just, again, really I want to echo what Coach Johnson talked about, just how the team came out and fought in the second half, and if they don't beat themselves in the first half, then things will go, the result may have been way, way different. So, Billy, welcome back into the booth. David just kind of hitting on who Colin Hill was tonight, and he called him a tone setter. Doesn't necessarily show up in the stats. 2 catches, 34 yards with a touchdown, the 73-yard kickoff return. But doing everything else, all the intangibles, the blocking downfield that allowed Caden Roberts to have 4 touchdowns tonight, and just and then on defense again, setting the tone with the big hits.
Yeah, I mean, I think for Colin's standpoint, he was all over the field tonight. He was a difference maker, even though he didn't show up in the stat line as much. The block for Caden Roberts is huge, and again, like what Coach said, the depth of this team is really impressive.
Yeah, and so I think he's got to like what he sees, and hopefully you get some guys healthy next week. Tough game, or tough way to start District 11 3A as you're going to go down to Cameron and and face a really quality program in the Yeoman. So Leopards definitely have their work cut out for you, but I think they saw a lot of good things tonight.
Yeah, there's tons to build on. I actually talked to Coach KJ after the game, and that was kind of his message to the team was like, if we don't spot them, 14 points, we outplay them. That's a good football team. You're not going to see a team better than that all year. So, lot to build on for the Leopards. Going into district play, playing a really tough Cameron team next week, they're going to have to show up and try to get healthy.
Yeah, and again, we echoed it in the pregame, but 9 penalties for 70 yards on the night certainly didn't help either. But again, a lot to build on for this Leopards team, and I think we saw a lot of senior leadership tonight. So Leopards drop a tough one, 49-42. To the La Vega Pirates, homecoming here at La Vega tonight. So Leopards on the road again next week. We will begin District 11 3A play against the Cameron Yeoman. Should be an interesting ball game. Again, District 11 3A. A lot of people call that the toughest 3A Division I district in Texas, with the likes of Franklin, Cameron, Lorena. You've got an upstart Troy team. Rockdale's always going to play hard, and McGregor kind of surprising some people as well. So should be an exciting time as we go forward in District 11 3A. Your final thoughts on this game tonight, Billy?
I mean, obviously it's a disappointing loss. You never want to come on the wrong side of the score, but I think if you look at it from a coaching perspective, also a fan's perspective, and a player's perspective, there's a ton to build on. There are a lot of successes today, a lot of good things transpired, and you give up a garbage touchdown there at the end of the first half, and it was one of those ones that that's a backbreaker. You give up the 4th and 23-yard touchdown. I mean, a lot of things happened tonight that kept La Vega on top of the scoreboard. But what we wanted to see from a Lorena fan is they came out and they executed in the second half. They fought back, and they were in that game. They were one bounce on an onside kick from having the ball back. And as you saw them move the ball on offense, I think they probably score if they get it. So lots to build on, lots to be excited about. Let's head into district. Let's get healthy, and let's put up a win next week.
Great. Well, certainly want to say an extra special thanks to Ben Huey running the camera tonight for us, for David Gibson jumping in on stats, Jace Andrews, kind of the straw that stirs the drink, if you will, producing for us. So, again, for everyone who has been a part of this broadcast, Leopards drop a tough one tonight, but show a lot of fight. We'll look forward to having you join us all. Next week, we'll be on YouTube again, as well as 101.3 FM. Want to say an extra special thanks to our sponsors: Ultra Camper Repair, Ideal Self Storage, True North Consulting, BAM Builders, Jesse Britt Automotive, H&M Landscape and Sprinkler, CF Supply, Pioneer Pest Control, Lorena Dental, Montgomery Roofing, Bastion IT Solutions, Aurora Henry Photography, and Flavor on 35. But for right now, we're going to say goodnight from Belle Meade. For everyone who's been a part of this broadcast, alongside Billy Rutherford, I'm Jared Brown. Good night, and we'll see you next week in Cameron.